We're almost alive. And welcome everyone to the did I do it early? Anyway, we're live now by now this point. Welcome everyone to the 62nd edition of Playtest This. We've been doing it for gosh, over a year now, I guess, since we've been skipping weeks, and this is our 63rd week. And we've brought back a cast of rapscallions. Let's introduce our star-studded panel, and then we will talk about Mr. Kiff Scholl, our special guest this evening. Sasha, who are you, and what are you doing here?
Hello, my name is Sasha Jilton. I am a designer based out of Portland, Oregon. I teach board game design to middle schoolers and elementary school kids. I also just love game design in general and try and help promote people doing game design stuff and community stuff. So I'm here because I love games and I love playing people's games and getting people's games to be better. So that's me.
Bam. Eric, who the heck are you, and why are you here?
Oh, I'm just here for the free food.
Yep.
No,
It's in the mail. It's in the mail. It's in the mail.
Hi, yeah, I'm Eric Ledger. I'm a board game designer as my primary hobby, and I'm not yet published. I run the Sacramento Board Game Designers Meetup group, if anybody in the area is interested, and we're in the midst of organizing our first Protospiel here to happen in April.
Nice.
So maybe in a future episode, I'll have a more formal announcement to make about that. And then my day job is presently administrative law. So I'm good with rules. If you got any rules questions, feel free to ask me.
Is that legal? Maybe. Depends on the ruling. Matthew.
It depends.
Yeah, right, exactly. Matthew, who the heck are you, and what are you doing here?
Well, I just kind of wandered in. Someone left the door open. I've play tested with Evan quite a bit, and he invited me to this, which is great. I came one other time. I'm a board game designer, currently looking to kickstart in May with a game that comes in this. This is a whale plush. It's my prototype, and the deck of cards are in the whale, and it's also the discard pile. So it feels very satisfying when the whale eats a card. You just literally stick it back. You start putting the game away.
Very cool.
Well, cool. Awesome. Thanks, everybody, for showing up. Mr. Oh, wait. Hey, what about me? I am Evan Halbert, designer of After the Empire, which you should go buy 47 copies. The number keeps going up every episode. 47 copies. And then when we come out with the expansion in a year or two, you should buy that. And then I have a bunch of other games coming out in the next couple of years. And by a bunch, I mean a few. But you should buy all of them, so many copies of all of them. And then also, if you want to bring your game on so we can tell you what we think about it and how to maybe help a little bit, let me know. Come on the show. We'll play your game for free. Heck of a service. Okay, Kip, who the heck are you?
I'm dog sitting, and they're going crazy right now.
Perfect.
I don't know how much is being filtered.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, okay, good. So my name's Kiff Scholl. I live in LA. I'm an actor and stuff. And board game designer after playing board games my whole life, inventing board games based on, the old Chutes and Ladders when I was a child. And now that I'm an adult, I'm trying to segue into Euro games and the like. And this is my first foray into that worker placement game called Dogville.
Well, awesome. Welcome. Let's dig in. How the heck do we play?
All right, so I've dealt each of you 2 dog cards and 4 bonus event cards. The game, you'll be choosing one of those dogs and returning the other one to the pile up here, and you decide that which dog to keep based on a few factors. So let's see. The 4 event bonus cards in your hand will be played over the course of the game. There are 9 rounds indicated by these flagstones, and each one there's 3 in a stretch. So 1, 2, 3 are stretch 1, 4, 5, 6 are stretch 2, 7, 8, 9 are stretch 3. And there are road trips that occur in between 3 and 4, 6 and 7, and at the end of 9. And at the final road trip, the game is over, and which determines who is top dog. So your event bonus cards, like this one here, which I will show you. Oops, thanks for rotating. They always do that for me. So the top of the card is the event, and that means it is played on a road trip. And so then since you have 4 in your hand, the 4th one will not be played on a road trip. It'll be played for its bonus, which is the bottom half of the card. So the top half of the card will affect everyone in the game at each road trip. And the one card you have remaining will be your final bonus point at the end of the game. So some of these cards, like Mutt Love here, you see at the bottom, for every rescue dog, the R stands for rescue. I'll go into that in some more detail shortly. So in this case, if you had Mutt Love and you decided that this was going to be your bonus card, and you have the whole game to decide, you may want to start adopting rescue dogs. And there's other things which will factor into that. If you look, let's see, I think this is the button. Yes, this Dogville key card. It's a player aid basically, and it shows you what the symbols mean. The pink circle is joy. The point of the game is to get the most joy. Whoever has the most joy at the end of the game wins. And this is the joy track that circles the board. And you will most likely what's it called? Double. What's the phrase? You will go around more than once. You will
Lap.
pass lap. Thank you. Such a
You will
simple.
pass go.
You will pass go. You will
Collect
not collect
$200.
$200. So, oops. Oh, that got grown up.
I may have accidentally, instead of just increasing the size of my view, I may have increased the size of the thing I was viewing.
No worries.
That's entirely possible.
So when you adopt dogs, there is a kennel credit adoption fee, and that is, you look at the player rate, it's the same. Okay, dogs, not right now. Okay, cool, chill. That's the cost of the dog, and you are paying with your kennel credits, which you all start with 8. Then and I can clarify, if you look, you each have a backyard here, and so you're going to place dog 1 in the first slot, dog 2, dog 3, and dog 4. And you will notice at the bottom of each panel, you adopt dogs 1 and 2 in the first stretch, dog 3 in the second stretch, dog 4 in the third stretch. So you'll adopt a total of 4 dogs over the course of the game from the kennel, which I will now fill with beautiful dogs. The next thing on the player aid is P and R, so purebred or rescue. There are perks to purebreds, there are perks to rescues. However, rescue dogs, when they are fixed, they gain a special skill. So if you look at, for example, Mittens down here on the left, once she is fixed, you'll gain 1 joy every time you use her as a pack leader. Pack leader is one of the dog careers, and I don't think it's not available at the moment. There's 11 more in the stack here. So there's some timing. Galaxy is also a rescue dog, and she has a bonus at the end of the game of 5 joy if she becomes a therapy dog, which I am quickly looking and I believe is also not available as of yet. Back over to the player aid. We've got your sizes: teacup, small, medium, large, and giant. And then we've got 3 skills: intelligence, speed, and charm. With the starting scale is 1 to 5. However, 6 and higher are attainable. So I put a 6 there just in case people don't feel limited by 5. But no dog starts with more than 5. And then below that is the food cost. And you'll see that these are on each dog card. So if you look at Ziggy here, he's a medium purebred. He's a husky purebred. Costs 5 kennel credits. He's a medium-sized dog. His intelligence is 4 out of 5. His speed is 5 out of 5. His charm is 4 out of 5, and he eats 4. And dogs need to be fed on road trips, all 3 road trips. If you don't have enough food, you pay with joy. You lose 1 joy per food.
That's sad.
While we're looking at Ziggy, you'll see on the right side of the card, he has 5 purple numbers, 1 through 5. And those are his energy level, with him maxing out at 5. So when you spend energy, I'll just quickly show you on here. You place him on your yard, and you put his energy at full, because they always come home from the vet or from the pound with full energy. And then say you spend 2 energy, so you would slide this down to 2. And then once he is out of energy, you put it back in the water bowl. And you can always replenish their energy. The best way to do that is usually up here in the dog park area. But then the other side of the board are the boutiques, or I forget what I called them now. I called them boutiques at one point. Storefronts, something like that. And you'll see some options there. The key ones really are these 4, but I'm dancing around a bit. So let me go back to my player aid. I'm just looking at that. Why a grant token is listed at the bottom there? I think that's a holdover. Okay. Oh, for crying out loud. Just goes to show you, when you don't teach people how to play the game in a while, you find certain things have become outdated. So
Do
I'm just
you
going
mind if I ask,
rid of
what's
this. Yeah.
what are the central mechanics? So we got some drafting, we got some set collection
Yeah, it's
and management.
it's a tableau building worker placement game.
Okay.
So in short, you adopt a dog, you get a dog token for them, and when you play them onto one of the flagstones or into a location like a store, like a storefront or a park. The ideal point is to get joy. Whoever has the most joy at the end of the game wins. I'm gonna segue to the more important storefronts. We got the job center and training camp. Job center is tied to the job board. The top 8 slots. This is a stack here, but the rest of them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 here are standard careers, and then these 2 are from this stack of advanced careers. Advanced careers are not attainable right away. You have to get training, and that's where the training camp comes in. If your dog doesn't have the skills necessary to get the job, then you'd want to send them to training, and that's what the training camp is. I can go into more detail. The first player is free, so the first person to go to training camp would go free, but anyone else who arrives afterwards has to pay 1 food, which is what these spaces are. And then there's also the Dogville vet. This is where you can restore energy to full, or if you are the first dog to use the space, you could get a fixed token. And that's what this is over here. Morning Howl is first player. You also collect however much food is accumulated in the space. It's been compared to Agricola in that it accumulates if nobody takes it, making the starter token, which is this right here, a little more tempting. And then the doggy daycare is a way to get a grant or food for free, or you can get 5 food for 2 energy or 2 kennel credits if you need it.
Is a grant not a thing currently?
So I'm going to now explain the discs. The grant disc allows you to pay for the cost of your careers. May not seem like a lot, so you may decide to, just pay the cost, but some of them get expensive, so a grant can come in handy. Below that is the jump disc. If you play the jump disc, you basically get a second turn. So you would have a disc somewhere on your board, excuse me, and then you would then say, I'm going to move my dog from space 1 to space 5 and just place it on the jump disc so we know the dog has taken a second turn and use the jump disc to do it. Got a frog in my throat, apologies. Then below that is the extra disc. What this does, I'll give you an example here. If we take Auntie Mabel and you give her an extra disc, it bumps her max energy up by 1. So she goes from having 3 max to 4 max. And you can have more than one of those. You can, not can't. Pantry disc feeds 1 dog for 1 road trip. Fixed tokens would be placed here in the bottom left of the card. Oh, I grabbed the whole stack. Nice.
He's really
Super fixed. That dog is not getting pregnant no matter what. And so that would then restore that dog's energy to full. And if they are a rescue dog, it triggers their special skills. You can only fix a dog once. That's not immediately apparent. And then finally, cuddle. The cuddle disc allows you to share a space that's already been occupied. I think everything, if you hover over them, except, if you hover over them, they should explain what they are. And then finally, I'll explain the road trips. So let's see, I need to place one of these on each. I'm going to randomly do one here, and one here. So on the first road trip, I've placed a speed token. Second road trip, I've placed an intelligence token. And third, I've placed a charm token. So at the first road trip, the first thing we would do is evaluate the random skill token, which in this case, road trip 1 would be speed. So all dogs with 6 or above in that skill set, speed, would immediately score 6 joy. And then if they get 6 intelligence by the second road trip, they would get 5 joy. And if they get 6 charm by the third road trip, they get 4 joy per dog. So in theory, if you have 2 dogs in stretch 1, you could get 12 points if both dogs are fast enough. So in addition to the cards you have in your hand, the event bonus cards, these might be factors in determining which dog you choose. And the other factor, the third factor, is whoever's dog starts closer to A gets to go first and gets the starter token. Next stage in the road trip, there we go, is event cards. So as I've mentioned, you have 4 event cards. In the first road trip, you will contribute 1 event card, which will then be shuffled and revealed one at a time, and they affect everyone. The next thing is feed your dogs. 1 food per dog. If you don't have enough food, you have to pay with joy. And then finally, if not the final road trip, there is a typo. This is one of those things that I changed yesterday. If not the final, excuse me. If not the final road trip, gain 4 kennel credits. And that's also for season 2. It says 5, it should be a 4. I could fix that if that's really annoying.
Just remind us when it's time.
Yeah, I figured. And then at the end of the game, that's what this card here is. It basically shows what you're getting points for, which is your final event bonus card played for the bonus, meaning the bottom half of the card, and applies only to you. You get 1 joy for the fixed token, 1 joy for every skill token. Again, those are the intelligence, charm, and speed. You get 2 joy for every standard career, 4 joy for every advanced career, and then any joy for fixed token rewards on rescue dogs. Let's see. Other little things that will come in handy. Training camp costs 1 energy, or an energy and a food if you're not the first player. The job center is technically free, but you are paying the cost on the bottom left. Oh, the career cards. I should explain those. Let's just look at, let's say, emotional support dog first, the top left here. Hey, dogs, go to bed, please. Knock it off. I love it. Okay, guys, you can't even hear them, can you?
No.
I'll just pretend it's not happening. The emotional support dog. Please. There's nobody there. Please quiet. Oh my God. Okay. So the cost is in the bottom left, and so it's 2 energy. And on the bottom right are this requirements. So in this case, the teacup is the only kind of that can be an emotional support dog, and it has to have a minimum of 3 charm. Then when you use the emotional support dog, the top left of the card has a 1 in the corner, which means you have to pay 1 energy every time you use it. And you gain a jump token. So basically, what you notice that emotional support dog is white at the top and detection dog is orange at the top. These are playable careers. Quiet now. Orange is non-playable, meaning it says, for example, gain a pantry disc on fetch. Well, fetch is a playable space over here on the board. So if you have an orange top career, it plays to the board. If it is a white top, it plays to the card. And so, for example, if you have Auntie Mabel and you play to the job center and you have the skills or whatever, it's a teacup and it's charming enough. Oh, every time I drop a card, it spins. I don't know what's wrong with my setup. So technically this dog now is an emotional support dog, and let's see, yeah, it has enough charm. So feasibly this could be something that you would do. So you would pay 2 to adopt it, and then to train the skill, and then it would cost you 1 to use it. Like that. Now you have no more energy, you'd have to find a way to restore energy. Again, the top left spaces are ideal for that, but there are other ways.
For clarity's sake,
yeah.
would you be placing this on that card, or
you would place it here on the job center
to get this, and then once you have this, if you want,
then you would play it to the card.
You did play that on the card, so you wouldn't be able to do that in the same round unless you had a jump token.
Correct, a jump token would do it.
Yeah, got it.
And assuming you had enough energy. Yes, exactly. So in a nutshell, that's everything. Unless you have questions.
I have a couple.
Yeah.
What is the red charm icon meant to represent? I figured out the other icons, but that one is a mystery for me.
It's a boop. It's a dog nose.
It's a dog nose. Okay.
Yes.
I can kind of see it now. Okay. and then the just second one is just a comment. Zoom and other AI derivative programs are very good at noise cancellation. So I don't know about the others, but I really can't hear the dogs. So it's not bothering me, and I really can't hear them.
Amazing. I mean, yeah, I feel like I have to yell over them. I mean, I do a little bit, but that's
I don't know about the other guys, but like it's deathly quiet for me. So
the only real thing is sometimes his voice will warble a little bit if the dogs are barking loud. But yeah, we don't really hear the dogs.
Amazing. All right.
Okay.
One thing I didn't mention is whoever goes first starts with 1 fewer joy.
Okay.
Classic.
So at this point, you guys would choose a dog from your deck and discard the other, which we will shuffle back into the deck because
Great.
no dog wants to be discarded.
I was gonna say,
All dogs
thematically,
go to the discard pile.
where does the rejected dog go?
Let
Just
me
put it on here and I'll
see.
shuffle it back in.
Mhm.
And then the other one, we just play it right into our backyard.
Yes, exactly. And pay for it with kennel credits.
I refuse.
We started with 8, correct?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
And that's the doggy treat symbol.
No,
It's the
the-
K
Okay, so I'm
at
giving
the bottom of
tripod
the board.
away like a jerk. And then what else was I supposed to do?
the like sort of flowery looking
Okay.
symbol.
Yeah, so mine costs 5.
Was I supposed to do anything else other than pick Snowball?
And-
You put the energy at their full and then pay for it with the kennel credits.
Oh, I have to pay. And where are my kennel credits?
At the
Bottom of
the
your
board.
backyard.
Okay.
I see it now. The kennel credit has a little symbol next to it, which matches the K, which matches the card.
What is it looks sort of like a flower to me, but is it supposed to represent a specific sort of shape?
It's
kennel credit
not.
symbol?
It's
Got it.
actually not. It's the flower, the spirit. It's the pink of the joy.
Got it.
Yeah,
Cool.
in short. Yeah, tremendous. So at this point, 2 things happen. A food gets placed in Morning Howl, and the first activity deck is flipped. And this is a deck of cards. So the first 3 in stretch 1 are decks of 9. And so you'll take the card, and that means you can if you play to that space, so you take Snowball here. Oh, something else I didn't tell you. If you were to place Snowball here, you would then look at Snowball's a large dog, and so the reward in this case would be gain 2 grants. So, and then you would discard that card, and the next card becomes available. What I did not mention is that the dogs all have you do not recall your dog, flip them from running mode into belly rub mode.
Hold on.
So
For me, you broke up there when you said all dogs have. And then I was like,
2
there's a long
modes,
pause.
did I say?
Something
So
like that.
they're in running mode or belly rub mode.
Okay.
So that's how we know if you've played that dog already, because once they move from your backyard to the board, you're like, round 2, you're like, you put it here or whatever. You're like, wait a minute, did I play this dog already? So when you move to your next round, you'll just flip them.
Okay. Got it.
And once everybody has flipped dogs, then we'll flip back for the next round.
All dogs must be flipped.
No, just the first 3 rounds have a deck of cards. The rest of them are singles. So we've got a Bort who looks like Bort will be first player. So White is going to go first. You have the starter token now. And I believe the game could begin.
Sweet. So the medium dog reward for this is that dog receives 2 intelligence.
Yes.
Got it.
Oh, fancy.
I can quick explain up here. Play ball, these 4 spaces. Play ball restores 5 on another dog in your pack. It costs 1 energy. And you may also pay 1 joy to buy 3 food. The dog park, restore 3 on this dog and 1 other dog in your pack. You may pay 1 food to restore 3. Oh, on a third dog. Nice typo. Wow. Wow.
And,
That's been
and
like that for months. I've never noticed that till just now.
I'm glad White's going first because I haven't quite gained all the knowledge to do a turn. But does White go back one on the joy track because they went first?
Yes, thank you.
Ooh.
Why would you take my joy from me?
Come on, Sasha.
Um,
Come on, Sasha. No cheating.
Let's go.
Shh, don't tell him.
Where'd you go?
Like the Grinch.
Mr. Grinch.
One thing I can say about careers, you guys probably know this instinctually from playing board games, but they're kind of the long game because they're like an investment and they enhance your game as you go. But they're also a bit of a lottery because you don't necessarily know how they'll be handy. I mean,
how does the getting a dog from the kennel work?
so basically you have to be able to afford it. And sorry, and I did not explain this. Sorry, dog's going. So it's a turn. You can either adopt. Oh my lord! Please stop. They're never allowed at this hour. I don't can't say this. It's driving me crazy. Okay, so you can either play a dog or adopt a dog.
Got it. I think for I will adopt a dog. I think I'm gonna adopt Tyson. I think. Wait, let me think. I do like a whippet.
You must whip it.
Whip it good. Yeah, I'll take Tyson. Pay my 4. That's my turn.
And plays Tyson.
Was that an action where you placed your dog or no?
No, it's either you can get a dog from the kennel or you place a dog, but we cannot get a third dog until we
next stretch.
We get after the first road trip, and we can't adopt our 4th dog until after the 2nd road trip.
Yep.
So we go clockwise, I assume?
Yes.
I'm taking an extra minute because Sasha just stole my move.
And when you grab the dog, did someone already repopulate the market? Okay.
Yes.
So it's always a choice of 8.
Yes.
Okay. So I could grab this pug if I'm next, right?
It's my turn though, right?
I think White went. So would Orange be next?
It would probably be black or
black.
We have yellow, blue, orange, and white.
Sorry, blue.
Oh, blue. Yeah, okay. All right. I will take the husky because I love huskies.
Inappropriate.
But yeah, I get your confusion, Matthew. I think we're going left to right.
Left. Okay, because we're not going clockwise then. Okay. No
it's hard to say clockwise when it's a straight line. But yeah.
Right.
But if we're all looking at the board,
yeah,
12 o'clock would be at the top, 6 would be at the bottom. So, but I get it.
I don't, but that's why I need people like you around.
Where are the energy trackers up here? There it is.
Oh, there should be one already in your bowl, your water bowl.
See, this is
okay.
This is how I would see the clockwise.
Yeah, I mean that is definitely clockwise. Huh.
Top or bottom of the clock.
But I guess right. Yes, you're putting orange and yellow at the bottom and black and white at the top.
Like if we were sitting at this table physically, we would be at the bottom of the board, and so it makes sense that we would be at the bottom of the clock. But yeah,
Right.
just left to right.
Got it. So then now, yellow.
That's me. Okay. So how do I get kennel credits?
Kennel credits are available on the board in the doggy daycare as well as on fetch as of right now.
I can get 1 kennel credit in fetch, or I can go to doggy daycare and
And 2 energy for 2.
how do you read that?
Spend 2 energy for bones or money.
Yep.
Oh, I guess, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Am I spending energy for bones?
Or just getting
taking money, or which?
So you have the choice of gaining the grant or 3 food, or spend 2 energy for 5 food or 2 kennel credits.
So one option is spend 2 energy for 2 kennel credits.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
That's not clear, huh?
And nope.
There's 3 ors there, which is what I think.
Okay. And what does the grant do?
Pays for careers.
Pays for careers. Okay. And then if you want a career, you go over here and train them how to do a career. But I've got a large dog, so he can do fun things.
Oh, what does it mean when it says first dog? Oh, never mind. I got it.
I see. Okay. Let's go to the training camp. Boop. And that cost me 1 energy.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to train speed, if you'll hand me.
Up here? Yeah.
One
like
of
that.
those. Thank you. Badoink. Okay.
We got a fast dog.
Is that Tracy Chapman?
It was a poor attempt at Tracy Chapman.
We got a fast dog.
So is it my turn next then?
Orange, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna take Auntie Mabel and put it in my
fetch
second dog slot and pay 1, 2, 3. Takes me to 0. That's my turn, right?
Yes.
Okay. If I go to here, I'm always spending 2 energy, right?
Yep.
That's the cost. Okay, and then I will get a cuddle token.
Kennel credit? No.
Cuddle token.
Oh, cuddle token. You said the right thing. I call them cuddle discs, so that's why I got the wrong.
And is this associated with one of my dogs immediately, or just when I play it?
Cuddle is not.
Okay.
Extra and fixed are. The rest are not.
Got it. I think that was my turn.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I feel like I'm on a mind meld with Sasha at the moment.
Oh, just a quick question. Have we finished a turn yet? A round, I mean?
No.
Once we all pass, I think.
Yes, once everybody passes, the round is over.
Okay, okay.
All right. I'm gonna send Ziggy over to here, and because he's medium, he'll gain 2 intelligence, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good.
All right. That's what I'm doing.
Seems good.
Then just throw him on the card.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll discard that card.
So that space is blocked now that there's a dog meeple
Yes,
there?
correct. You would just need a cuddle token or the nanny career, which is not currently available.
So is it my turn?
Should be Yellow's turn.
Okay, and on my turn, I don't have any more dogs to place, and I'm not
So
going
you
to
can.
purchase a dog. Is there
All
anything
right.
else for me to do?
No, if you're not purchasing a dog, then that would be it.
Done.
You could pass.
Yep.
Once you pass, you're out. You can't come back in till the round's over, right?
Correct.
All right, so I've already purchased a dog. I'm trying to find my worker placement spots. So is it fetch, dog park, play ball? What else do I have a choice of?
Yes, doggy daycare, job center, training camp, Dogville vet, morning howl.
And you flip this one over just to indicate that it's already been placed?
No, we'll flip them on your
Oh,
next
someone
on the
flipped
next
it.
round.
So are they supposed to be in belly scratch mode after they get placed, or at the beginning of a round?
So, well, I'm certainly open to how this works because it's a relatively new mechanism for me, inspired by you guys, if I'm being honest. And so, but my belief is you place them in running mode, and then on the next round you'll flip them to belly rub mode, and everyone will be in belly rub mode.
Got it.
And so I could go to doggy daycare with one of my pups, right?
Yes.
So I take the dog token, place it there. Now I get to choose to spend 2 of his energy to receive 2 of that currency, right?
Yes.
So he's at 3, he's down to 1. And I go back on the track to a 2. Okay, that's my turn.
I think I will just go ahead and do training.
Spend your cuddle.
Did
You just
everybody
replace
else
it.
already buy a second dog?
Yes.
When does this refresh?
I couldn't hear you over some dogs barking.
If I'm not liking my options in the kennel, when does that refresh?
The kennel itself does not refresh, only when the dogs are adopted.
So there will be no dogs adopted until a road trip has been done. And so it will not refresh until the next road trip.
Right. So with that in mind, if you want to adopt a dog, if you didn't want to pass.
Yeah, I'm realizing now that my options are not going to get better in the next 2 rounds.
Right. But some of them cost 3 and you have 3, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you were aiming for a 4 dog or 5, in which case you could have, sent Snowball to get more kennel credits. But so yeah, I would say adopting a dog right now would not throw things off.
Yeah. I will do that. Let's see. I will adopt. Let me see. Okay. I have 3 kennel credits. I will adopt Wagatha.
Out of curiosity, why are you going before I assign my other dog? Or what?
Because
I don't know.
he didn't realize that he didn't
Shouldn't
have
have
other
passed.
options.
Mulligan.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
just
I got it.
pass
I got it.
just-
I got it.
I thought I would have more options for
dog options.
And considering
other dogs.
previous games, I had shuffled shuffled out the dogs at the road trip, and I'm not doing that anymore. So you're probably remembering an old rule.
So sorry, just before I commit to my turn, What do the parking spot symbols mean?
It's an additional, it would be a fee that you would pay for not being first.
So these are any number of people can come here?
Yes.
Got it.
If you cuddle, you would put the dog here. If
I
you
would
don't
just say the
cuddle,
dog. Yeah,
put it in
that
the
doesn't
parking
seem like a
space.
good deal. So I will just go in a parking space. Then
And you all start with 2 food anyway, so you've got.
yeah.
And
Made
you're
my
gonna
food.
grab a skill, a training.
And yeah, and so I pay 1 energy.
Yes.
Got it. And I will get
Here.
running speed. That's my turn.
All right. Fanon, the bulldog.
Okay. And out of I'm just for a UI thing, can only one person go to daycare, or can
No,
multiple
it's
people?
all free. As many dogs.
Okay,
6, up to 7 dogs.
okay. That's what I thought. I just want to make sure. Or spend 2. All right. I'm sending this one over to daycare. I will spend 2 energy for 5 food. Oops, he fell over.
Who's up here? Yep.
My go, I think.
Yellow, Wagatha.
Agatha Christie.
Mhm.
Here we
Alright.
go. Spend 1 bone and 1 energy to gain speed.
Or Wagatha?
Yeah, thank you.
Bon appetit. Bone appetit.
Yeah.
That's a pun.
Okay.
Think Cornell's up.
Tim says this looks more playful than the first version.
Who says that?
Sam.
Oh, someone's watching?
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to figure out what the story was and convey that through the graphics.
Mm-hmm.
Hoping it helps. Orange, you're looking for what to do with Cornell?
Oh, you said it's my turn?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't associating Cornell with being me yet. Okay, yeah, it does look like it is my dog. Okay. So how do I afford a job center
So
board?
you would place the dog on the job center and then pay the bottom left on the card, assuming that the dog fits the requirements on the bottom right.
So I look at the job or the dog and I make sure that their
Yeah, he's a
current skill
giant
level
dog.
matches, right?
Yes. So a giant dog, he can be a detection dog. He could be a truffle sniffer. He could be a henhouse guard. He can be a mascot. He
And
can
by paying
be.
the cost, he just has to have that already invested, or do I track a negative somehow?
You would, let's say, if you were to choose the detection dog, it would cost 1 food and 2 energy. So you would slide 2 energy down on Cornell and pay 2 food, which is what you have. Or you could pay nothing and just give a grant disc, assuming you had one.
A
Does that
grant
answer your
disc?
question? It's
Yeah.
this right here.
You'll have to remind me what the grant disc do?
They pay it. It's like a scholarship for the school, the training, the job center. So it pays the bottom left cost.
You can get grant chits over here, and they just let you ignore the costs when you're doing jobs.
Okay. We haven't had any encounter cards yet.
These are encounter cards, these yellow ones. The first space.
Oh, I see. So if I don't like what I see, I can, with the racing dog, I could rotate the card, basically.
You could basically, so for example, let's see, you are Cornell and Auntie Mabel. So if you wanted, you could grab the encounter card and give it to Mabel. And she's a teacup, a small dog, excuse me. So she would get a intelligence token and a cuddle disc.
But right now, the road trip, I kind of want to prioritize speed, right? Over intelligence.
Yes, right. And so there's an encounter stack, a nuzzles stack, and a zoomies stack. And the zoomies stack is speed related.
Can you just direct my attention? Where's the zoomies stack?
Well, it'll either be round 2 or round
okay.
3, depending.
Okay. So right now, the only way to get speed is to go to training camp, right?
Yes, I think so. Henhouse Guard over here allows you to give a skill token to another dog in your pack. So that would be any skill token to any other dog.
Okay, can I afford that one?
Let's see here. It costs you 2 energy, and it's a 3 and a 3, and you are fast enough and smart enough. So yes.
Okay, so I grab
it. You could do it.
I grab this career card. I put it in the career slot.
Yep, and just place that dog card token on Job Center.
Job Center.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then when do I get to do
pay
the
the
job
2 energy? Either on your next turn, like on the next round, or if you have a
it.
jump token, you could do it this round.
Got it.
I'll
Okay.
place the career card with
this
the
is
nanny.
a worker placement spot.
Yes, it is. Exactly, with a cost on the top left of 2 energy. But that dog will be able to train other dogs for the rest of your game. So I think the Henhouse Guard is a great card. In my experience.
I believe I have to pass.
I believe everyone has to pass. So I'm going to make that executive decision. I don't see any jump tokens. So you're all passing. So I will flip the next activity deck, which is the Nuzzles cards, and then we'll add a food to Morning Howl. We will also move dogs from the buildings to the exits, making them available for free. And then what's it called? The notice that space 1 is still available until dog 2 is moved, until Ziggy is moved. You can't share that space unless you have the nanny career or a cuddle disc. So so Ziggy can kind of hog that space. If
Ziggy's gonna hog it. I'm just kidding. I know how worker placement works. No.
So whose turn is it next?
Once again, it'll be starting player, so it's white. And just keep in mind that when you move, you're going to flip your dog into belly rub mode. Everyone on this round.
So
yeah,
should they be belly?
They should be in
running
mode right now.
They should be in running mode right now.
Yeah.
And when we place them in their new location, they'll be in belly rub mode?
Yes, all dogs in round 2 will be in belly rub mode.
Got it.
Other than the cleanup that happens at the end of a round, is there any other significance? Are there anything mechanically that triggers on 10 rounds or 5 rounds or something?
I don't think I followed the question. Sorry.
So we're officially in round 2 now, right?
Yes.
Is there anything that happens uniquely
Like
on a round? Like, only on the third round something happens, or only on the fifth round something happens, or every
the
other
road
round something happens?
the road trips are the thing that break it up.
Okay.
Other than a new card becoming a new activity space becomes available with each round.
So how long will we be on the beach road trip before it progresses to the mountain road trip?
So the beach road trip is almost like space 3.5. You're only on it between 3 and 4. So the road trip is its own event or series of events. So it's sort of like you're going like it's I don't want to compare rounds to months because there's only 9 rounds and there's typically 12 months, but it's sort of like each month you are doing something and then you take a road trip and then another month, the road trip. I feel like I'm not answering your question very well. But I'm also, I think dog 1 needs to be in belly rub mode. Perfection. And you did grooming with Bort and you took a Joy and a Boop.
Mhm.
And the VP, right? Yeah, that's the.
Yeah, so you should, so you're caught up and then we'll discard this. And so now it's blue.
Okay. I lied. Ziggy is gonna leave that spot.
Oh,
All right, he's on belly rub mode. He's going to the job center. He's a medium dog, 4 and 3. Let me just double check. Yeah, I got the requirements. Ziggy is going to become a nanny.
Obviously.
Well played. Huskies make good nannies.
And that's gonna cost 2 energy, right?
Yes.
All right,
And I'm
that's my
bringing
play.
out the rat catcher. All right, Snowball or Wagatha?
Well, Snowball or Wagatha.
do you have a dog named Christy?
I don't.
Because then a player could have both Wagatha and Christy. Come on.
That's a good suggestion, actually.
Obviously. Gain a pantry on fetch. On morning. Also gain X.
You said it was 6 speed is our target for the first.
Yes.
Okay.
All dogs with 6 speed will get 6 joy.
Any counter cards are these cards?
You say how many are there?
I'm asking what is an encounter card?
Oh, they're all basically intelligence themed.
These cards that are the yellow suit.
What is the object that is an encounter card?
The yellow suited these cards.
Oh, sorry. I misunderstood the question. Yeah.
The yellow suited these cards are encounter. Okay, got it. Draw an encounter card. And when you draw a card, is it always the top one that you can see currently?
Yes.
Okay. I think I want to take Wagatha to go job hunting. I think. Let me see. Oh, but I would have to pay a bone. I need more bones.
You have 1 bone.
Did you bury some anywhere?
No, I did not. Okay, let me look at bone access.
So fetch
I see.
and doggy daycare and possibly these. Or morning howl. you want to take first player?
Okay, Snowball is going to training camp. Boop.
Snowball was on training camp,
Right.
so you can't occupy a space twice in a row. I apologize.
Even if I was on the exit. Okay, got it.
Correct.
Okay, fair enough. I will not do that. So. Okay, that also costs bone. That also costs bone.
Kiff, what would you estimate is the BGG style weight of this game? Have you come up with a number yet or a range?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've said it out loud, but I think someone aptly sort of placed it at oh gosh, I think it was like 2.75 or 2.8, something like that. Unless it's not 3 point something. It's not that complex.
Yeah, right now, from what I've, and having played it before the one time and playing the update, I would give it 2.75 to 3, somewhere in there is what I think it'd come in as.
That sounds exactly right. Yeah.
5 and 1 skill token. Okay.
So if it feels more complex than that, you're doing it wrong.
If I wanted to become a police dog, I need to do something before I can access an advanced career, and that something is
Training.
Just because our values are 6s.
Oh, just the
Yes.
values are higher.
Mhm.
Okay, there's no extra thing. I just need to match the value. Okay, got
No
it.
other hoops you have to jump through.
Okay, got it. And both of my dogs are on training camp, so that's not happening right now.
Unless you can get them here, and I don't. That's
No,
you can get intelligence
no,
for a small dog.
no. Okay.
Yeah.
So, clearing all of those options out of my brain. Moving along to doggy daycare. Boop.
Belly rub, thank you. Beautiful.
2 energy. And
Food or kennel?
kennel credits.
All right.
Sorry. Done.
What's the pink circle with the number in it mean again?
Joy.
Points.
So that's victory points. Okay.
Victory points.
Okay, so is it Orange's turn? Cornell?
It is Orange's turn,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. So I'm going to take my dog out of doggy care, and I can put him on this number 1. And because my energy is 3 or greater than 3, I can gain 3 joy, right?
Mm-hmm. To make sure, are you in? Can never tell.
I am now. I flipped it. Okay,
Thank
so orange 1, 2, 3 goes up to 8, and I think that's my turn.
Just discard this. And let's see. White, have you taken both your turns or just one?
I've taken just one.
Right.
I was a little bit curious. So this dog has a 2 on it. Orange is 2, which is Auntie Mabel.
Yes.
Oh,
wait.
Did I grab the wrong dog? Oh, it does say dog 2. I meant dog 1.
Okay. Great. Thank you for that catch.
He was up here on the doggy daycare.
Cool.
Does it really matter which dog is 1 and 2?
It does, because your energy of the dog has to be enough or skills or size all are
Mhm.
factors.
Well,
I get that there's requirement differences, but in the end of the day, I'm just placing my color token in that spot. I don't understand why it has to be the number 1 or the number 2. What if they just didn't have numbers? I can only
Well,
move my piece when I match the requirements.
well, which dog is which pertains to which token then? If they're not
because then you
numbered.
could use the same dog multiple times, I
Yeah.
think would be the thing. I guess you could put something on the dog to like, or flip the dog card over or something to denote that you've used it that turn.
Yeah, I was thinking flipping, but that won't work because then you can't see to plan what you're.
Information.
Yeah.
Okay, let's. Man. I regret my first round. I will go here, I guess, and pay 1 energy for 1 speed.
So since we've already all purchased 2 dogs and we haven't gone on a road trip yet, we can't buy a 3rd dog. So everyone's just got 2
Yes.
actions until the end of the round,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yep. I'm gonna flip over your white dog to Tyson to belly rub mode.
Okay, thank you.
And it looks like yeah.
Is it my turn?
Black 2. So or
I'm at
blue
doggy
2.
daycare.
Blue 1. Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, I know. All right. I am going to send my dog to training. I believe, but
I think someone's already in that spot. I think you gotta grab one of the.
oh well, yeah. Give me one second, really quick. I want to make sure I don't want to do a different thing. Yeah, I'm gonna send him to training. It's gonna cost a food. I'll pay my
And
food
energy.
and an energy. And I'm going to give him some of the red.
Over here.
Yep. Charm.
Charm them sure.
There you go.
Okay. Dog number 2. Flips a doozle. Belly scritch. Paying 2 energia for 2 kennel credits. Well, Dunzo.
Can I give a piece of advice? You're going to get 4 kennel credits at the road trip.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well then, everything I've been doing doesn't make sense.
The first 2 I was like, okay. The second 2 I thought I should probably say something.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna change my mind on that.
And is it indicated on the board, or how do we know this?
It's over on this thing, on the road trip.
In
yeah.
that case, I will not be spending my time doing that. In that case, I will do something entirely different than that. I will go get a treat, maybe?
Do we
Um,
spend kennel credits anywhere other than the kennel?
no.
Got it.
Is the nuzzles? Oh, those are both taken. Is that true?
Dog.
Oh.
We got Phenone on nuzzles
Actually,
and.
I'm gonna gain a joy and a grant.
I'm gonna really quick. I'm just gonna retcon the skill that I did on this dog because I didn't realize that the skill threshold drops to 4 on the charm.
your
I
It doesn't
don't
affect
know.
your turn.
Okay. I don't know
done.
who's talking, which color is talking, because I'm looking at the game, not
Done.
people. Sorry.
Boop.
So that was Wagatha.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking there's one more turn left, and that's
Orange, right?
orange.
Doggy number 2.
Okay.
So Auntie Mabel has 1 energy left, and she's currently on doggy daycare.
Can she use this, or
She
only that dog
cannot.
can?
Yeah, only Cornell can.
Okay.
Plus it costs 2 energy.
So all the bonus spaces have been grabbed, right?
Yes. These spaces up here on the left are unlimited,
Mm-hmm.
so something to keep in mind, and there's only a slight fee for these extra spaces down here.
Hmm. Guess dog 2 then has to leave daycare. I can do a fetch, which pays his last energy. So he's down to 0 again. He's a tired boy. Now I get to gain one of those kennel credits or bunch of treats and restore all of his energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, only restoring 3 sounds efficient because he only has 3, so I'll go with that. So he's back up to 3, and I get 3 treats.
Over here.
Okay, that's the end of the round.
All right, beautiful. Next thing we do is we're going to go back to running mode. I'm going to flip over the next deck, which is Zoomies, and add a food to Morning Howl. And after this will be the road trip where we will evaluate the speed token. Again, dogs with 6 speed will get 6 joy. We'll feed our dogs at the end of this round. We'll contribute an event card. Sorry, that wasn't in order. And you'll get 4 kennel credits.
Should the dogs right now, since we just ended the round, be belly side up?
They should all be in belly rub mode, yeah. And then
Okay.
now they'll go into running mode as they move. And white is still first.
Okay. Let's go. Mason.
So we still only have 2 actions each, right?
Correct.
Go here. I guess. I think. Is there any reason to have 7 speed?
No.
Okay.
Because it's not the highest speed, it's just 6 or more. Is that correct?
Correct. Correct.
I will get.
Oh, you know, I think that's a smart idea. I was going to say there are cards, like I think they're bonuses that say whoever has the smartest dog or the most intelligent dog would then,
so
you know, and so if you had a 7, that would count. But it doesn't count for the random road trip reward. Thank you for discarding the card. And now we're going to blue-black.
black and blue.
Black and blue, thank you. Ziggy and
Yes, all right. And old Ziggy here is gonna use the nanny position. And we're going right there as well to gain. Oh,
It's this
No.
oh,
card.
it's a new card.
never mind, Sasha. Okay,
Yeah, no, my
Evan,
cuddle was much worse once I realized that these cards got discarded after someone went on it, or it was
yeah,
it felt worse.
I do not want to play after Sasha again. He can play. He can play after me. All right. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to Morning Howl. I'm gonna take the
Oh.
food.
Yeah, that's a good
it
one.
seemed like a pretty good spot.
Yeah, I was gonna do that.
Basically, like 3 points
Yeah.
Well,
and first player.
All right.
And first player, I'll give you the token.
Thank you. I am no longer second fiddle.
Okay. So these 3 spots are not open. I can get a job. But
should one of Black's dogs be up and one of them be down?
This one should be down.
Yes. I think dog 1 should be on his in belly rub mode.
Oh wait. Oh, I thought he just did dog 1.
Oh,
there.
did you
The-
move? You moved Fanon
Yeah.
there. Sorry.
Yeah, they are correct. This
correct,
one
yeah.
is
Yep,
up
they
and
are.
that one's down.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Well, I just flipped this one, but yeah.
It might be helpful if we had a just a little chit on the board that had 2 positions, and then every part of end of round cleanup is you move it to the opposite, and then everyone knows what round we're in, because we
Ah.
just alternate between the 2.
True.
Or even just the first player token. The first player token could have 2
Yeah.
sides. One side is belly side, one side is run, and when you pass it or when you look at it, you just look at what side is face up, and then at the end of the round you flip it.
whose turn is it?
You put it on its side when it's belly rub mode.
I think it's your turn.
Yeah, I just took the first.
Okay.
I went to Morning Howl, so
Okay.
No, I'm thinking if it was a cardboard chit, circular
Mhm.
chit,
Let's,
it would only have
let's,
2
let's
sides.
hold off on feedback until we get through the
sorry.
gameplay. My turn, right?
Yeah.
yes.
Yep. Okay. So I've got a guy over here and a guy over here. I'm gonna go to training camp with dog 1. Boop. Take some energy. Oh wait. So fetch takes an energy to gain 3 bones and 3 energy?
Yes.
So you have to have the energy to do it?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going there instead. To go 1, 2, 3, and take 1, 2, and 3. Cool.
All right, orange, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll take orange over here to training camp, and I'll get a speed token. Where is it?
Yep.
So he's up to 6 speed now, right?
Yes.
Okay, and that's his turn. And then I make
Yes.
sure to flip him to the right mode.
Running.
Yep.
Perfect.
For my final action, I guess I will play ball.
Play ball.
Or we'll pay 1 energy. Tyson will get all his energy back. I'll pay 1 point to get 3 food. That's my turn.
All right.
Brian Picarilla joined in. He said
Oh,
he loves the way it has come together and all the dog puns.
Ziggy's going there using his nanny ability. I will spend 1 energy and train him with 1 speed. Right.
Sasha,
Nice.
didn't you just gain a victory point? Oh, you went up there, pay a victory point. I got it.
paid 1.
Spend.
Exchange
was
for
looking-
food.
Oh wait,
I was
no,
looking
I
over
need,
at the
how many
bench.
energy do I have? I've got 1. Okay. So I go there, and I spend a bone because I do not share, and I'm gonna gain the intelligence. Somebody will hand me an intelligence
Mm-hmm.
coupon.
Is this Wagatha or Snowball?
It's Wagatha. Eye patch.
Auntie Mabel's turn, I think.
Mm-hmm. No one's gone to the vet yet.
I'm gonna have to
Hmm.
because I brought Wagatha down to 0.
There are other ways, but yes,
Oh, are
there's
there?
one.
So the treat, if I already have 5 or more, then I
Correct.
get the bonus disc.
Yes, and if you have more than one that are 5 or more, you can choose.
And that's opposed to just getting the victory point and the
Correct.
grant token. Okay, I think I got my head wrapped around it. So the grant gives me the ability to ignore one of the requirements on the
The cost.
cost card. Both or just one of the 2?
Just the cost.
That's all that you need to get it, right? Oh, so it's just the 2 energy that you ignore, right?
Yes, or
And or
food,
bones.
or yeah. It doesn't make a career that's aimed at teacups available to large dogs, or you still have to meet the requirements.
Okay, and then the cuddle token lets me go to a place even though there's a player there. It's not blocked for me, right?
Correct.
Okay. That costs me 2. Victory point's a victory point. I guess I'll go there. So flip my dog into running mode. Go to the get a treat. I get a victory point, and I get a cuddle token.
Cuddle.
Or no, grant token.
Grant, yeah.
There we go.
Paid your 2
And
energy.
it costs 2, yeah.
That's the end of the round.
That's the end of the round. All right. So first thing we're going to go right into the road trip, and so first thing we do is evaluate the random skill token, which is speed, on one at a time, starting with first player. To add 6 for each dog that has 6 speed or more.
I've got 1 dog that qualifies.
And you are this, and you are currently on 5, so you're going to go to 11. And then yellow is going from 6 to 12.
Yep.
And orange is going to go from 9 to 15.
I think yellow has. Oh, you only have 1 speed token on this one.
Yeah.
Got it.
So close.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
And yet so far
And
away.
yet so
I'm sorry.
far.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
And white, you have 1 or 2?
2.
2?
Yep.
Sweet. So you get 12 from 4 to 16. Very nice. Okay, I'll get rid of this token since that's done. Next thing we're going to do is contribute one event card face down. If you want, just place it on top of this road trip space here, face down. One of your cards, we will use the top of the event bonus card that you contribute. And
That's the yellow side, right? Yeah.
over here, if
Okay.
you would.
Oh,
Yes, the yellow side, sorry.
one
How
second,
do I
I might change.
tell? How do
might
I tell
change my mind.
which dogs meet this requirement for the
For the event bonus?
yeah?
Not sure how to explain it without knowing
Is
what
there
the
a
card is.
symbol? I'm pointing to it in my hand.
Well,
Yeah, it's black for me. Are you
Oh,
looking?
he's not
if
the
you
game
sit in the
master.
black, if you sit in the black seat, you can see everyone's hand.
For some reason, I wasn't seeing that as an option.
Yeah, I wasn't either.
Okay.
Did you look over at the player aid here?
That one. Yes, it doesn't mention anything about this food item.
Food item.
Oh wait, nope, I see it now. Okay, I see. It's a size. Okay.
Okay, got it.
No, teacup. Teacup.
Teacup.
Teacup.
All right, so I will shuffle these and we'll flip them one at a time. So we've got smart dog. Most intelligent dogs gain 2 joy or gain 3 food and restore 3 energy. So
Got
dogs with
5 and 5.
5. Anybody have 6
I
intelligence?
got a 6er. My husky is super
Okay, so,
intelligent.
What a cheater.
so it would be 6s then. How many
Yes, if I'm
dogs
gonna-
have 6 intelligence?
I think it's just the husky.
Just one?
And
All
Just
right.
one. All right, so I'm
Okay,
gonna
husky.
take the 3 energy and the 3 food.
All right. Next is Lucky. You got that? All good?
Oh, we do
Next
them
is-
all. I thought we were just gonna do one. Okay,
Yeah.
I misunderstood that.
Hopefully that's okay.
It is what it is.
All right. Lux Life. All dogs with 4 kennel credit costs or higher gain 2 joy.
Okay.
Everybody good?
All
Yep.
dogs 4 or higher.
That costs 4 or more.
Oh, that costs 4 or more.
Oof.
Yes.
Okay, so I have one of those.
Everyone has one of them except for me, which I have 2.
Lose a point. Womp.
You lose a point. Oh,
Yeah.
on the next one?
Yeah,
Bob Barker.
that does not affect me one way or the other.
Right. Dogs with fixed tokens gain 3. Dog rescues without them lose 1.
I missed the last card. Sorry, I was trying to keep
Oh,
up.
sorry. So did you get your 2 for each dog with 4 or higher?
I had 1 with 2, so I go up 2. Okay.
Yes, cool. Sorry about that. Next is Bob Barker. So no dogs have fixed tokens, so rescues without them lose 1. So that's Bort and Snowball.
Please help control the pet population.
And did you guys lose 1?
Yeah,
Sure
I
did.
already lost my 1.
Cool. And the last event card is Dog Race. So dogs with top speed gain 2 or 3 food and restore 3.
I've got speed
That's-
6.
6.
6.
All right. So we got a lot of. Feel free to take your score however you want.
Gain 3 and restore.
That's per dog that meets the 6, right?
Yes.
Taking 2 points.
And then
So White took the food and the energy.
And
did
2
too.
points.
And 2 points?
No, it's just or.
It's or.
I have 2 dogs.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
Nice.
Enjoy.
cheater.
Yeah, I was not following. All good, everybody?
Yep.
Next, and if anybody wants to rethink, because the next thing we're gonna do is feed. So make sure you have enough food. If you don't, then you'll pay. So and you just you'll pay.
Where do we?
So the amount of food the dog needs is listed on the card itself, on the bottom of the left row column, I mean.
Oops, I forgot about that.
And if you can't pay?
It's 1 joy per food
Womp.
that you're short.
So it's not like Stone Age where you can pay.
We also
Mhm.
get 4
gold.
kennel credits, right?
And yes, once everyone's fed their dogs, you'll get 4 kennel credits.
Okay.
Cool. Everybody's fed. Everybody has kennel credits.
Mhm.
So we will go on to the next round. And so you can either play a dog or adopt a dog. We add explore and a food
Putting
to
a-
Morning Howl. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. I'm going to adopt a dog. And I'm taking this little corgi. Oh, that's
I was like, yellow's
Hey,
first.
thank you.
all right. There's my 4 credits. That's my turn.
And go ahead and give her full energy.
Oh yeah.
All right, yellow.
Okay.
And this is a belly up turn, right?
This should be belly up, yes. Belly rub, yes.
So it means we pull our dogs to the exit, right? We didn't.
Yes,
we
you
didn't
do.
really
Thank
do
you.
the,
Thank you.
We didn't
Yep.
really
Yep.
do the cleanup.
Nope. Thank you.
What is? Oh, I see. Okay. I think.
Oh, somebody just moved the black token.
Exploring seems good.
Should be.
So,
Sounds
but
really
there's too
good.
many ors and ands.
Oh,
So what
is
do
there?
I do?
All right. So first you gain jump or extra.
Period. Got it. And what does jump do?
Jump is an extra turn, basically.
Okay.
Good.
And what
An
is
extra
extra?
increases your maximum energy on one of your dogs.
Okay, I'll take a jump. Okay, what's next?
Then you gain 4 joy or any skill token and 4 food.
Those are the 2 separate things. The and is with the second after the comma.
Yes. Periods break it up, and then the comma splits it.
Got it.
Just make sure you pay the food and the energy.
Oh, there's food and energy. Okay, got it. Down there. I don't have any food, so I'm not
Oh,
doing
son of
that.
a gun. You're not doing it.
Okay. Never mind. Okay, so let's see. I started from here. Okay, so we have. I obviously need food. And the best place to get food might
Probably
be
the grocery store,
grocery store.
Got him.
Wolf Market.
Where's that? What Where's the, what did you say? Where's the grocery store?
Jokes, I think.
Oh, okay, sorry. Got it. I was looking for the spot.
Play ball. I think that was one of the ways that I got a chunk of food, or the doggy daycare.
Yeah, I might have to do doggy daycare. I will.
Yeah, it looks like we have a couple of
Fetch also. You get 3.
I will go to doggy daycare. Oh, actually, I can just go for nuzzles. Right? This one does have a cost of 2. 2 energy for 4 food. And this one is 0 energy, or 2 energy for 5 food. I'm going to do 2 energy for 5 food. It seems like a better ratio. Okay.
And we're belly up, so I'll go ahead and flip you.
Okay. Thanks.
Oh, yeah, orange, right?
Yes.
Well, I mean, that one seems really good. So I'll take my doggy, flip him belly side up, go exploring. I'll take the extra, what's
That's
the one that gives me
dog
an extra turn?
jump.
Jump. That one definitely seems the better one. Because the extra just gives me 1 more energy. I'll skip that one. And then I get to choose now 4 victory points or a skill token and 4 doggy bones. So really it refunds me one of my doggy costs because it costs a bone just to use it. So I get 3 bones
The bone,
and it
yeah.
costs me 2 energy. So I'll go ahead and pay the 1, 2 energy because I'm already on it. And I'll get the skill token and 3 bones. And I want intelligence. That's me.
All right. White.
Okay.
When are you allowed to use the jump token? At any time?
Basically, yeah, basically at any time
Okay.
as your turn.
So I could have used the jump already if I wanted to, right?
Mm-hmm. I think you just grabbed it, but yeah. Didn't you just grab it? Am I crazy?
I just grabbed it. I can't use it the same time I grab it, right? Or no?
Correct. It would be
Okay.
a full turn.
You gave in the setup an example where you grabbed a card and then used a jump to actually use the card in the same turn. So I guess that can't happen?
Oh, correct. It wasn't the same turn. It was on a future turn.
Okay. Okay, got it. I misunderstood.
If you had
I
a
think
jump, you'd
it
be
was-
able to do it in the same turn, but
If
without
you
a
had the
you
jump from the previous turn. Got it. Yep.
To be clear, jump is a turn.
you just play your jump and you move one of your dogs to another spot.
Right, but if you already moved that turn, then you would have to wait to the next round, or the next turn to jump.
Mhm.
It basically lets you use a dog twice in one
Twice.
turn.
Yeah.
But
in
one
one round,
round.
yeah.
Yeah,
In
that's
one round, but not in one turn, right?
Right, not in one turn, exactly. One round, not one turn.
So 3 guys will pass and then, anyone someone has a jump. They might want to
Yes.
use it.
Exactly.
I think somebody moved my dog.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Oh, sorry.
orange moved the yellow dog.
Yeah, sorry, that was my bad. So I'm over here face down. It came from, I think it was
I think it was fetch.
I think it was
Fetch?
fetch.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
I think it was Fetch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
So I'll be the bad dog. Sorry, I'll go in the corner now. Dunshire, cone of shame.
Right.
I think
Beware the ledgerman.
I'm doing I think I'm going to adopt Mittens.
Whoa. Wasn't even paying attention to these doggies.
And I think that's my turn.
Just give her full energy.
Yeah.
Oops,
Oh, you took the whole deck.
all of the
Yeah.
42 dogs. Yes.
dogs. All adopt 42 dogs.
I'm still waiting for my dachshund.
Oh, it's in there.
Yeah, I figured you would have to do one.
I think my next dog in real life is going to be part dachshund. It's a great trait.
Whose turn is it?
I think it's
That was
Eric's.
white, so it's black.
Okay.
Oh, Sasha's done? Okay, sorry. Okay.
Black and blue's turn.
Well, I will use the power of the nanny. I'm also
Oh.
going to explore. I will get the jump token. And then I'm gonna take the skill token and the 4 food, I think. Does the skill token have to go on this dog, or could I put it on another dog? with
This
the
dog.
Okay.
Would this not have cycled, or would that? Because I was the one that grabbed it, right?
Yeah, these are all single cards. The rest of the game. There's no
Oh.
stack.
Oh, it's just the blue that
Ah.
is.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Okay.
So anyone can go here too, right?
As long as they have a cuddle
In that
or yeah.
That's all right. I will take the jump token, and I will take the 4 victory points instead, since I don't want any more skills. This dog is skilled enough. All right, let's just leave it at that. Highly skilled. There you go.
Yellow.
That's me.
Oh, and then
So,
I needed to spend that.
You do
One
need to
second.
pay, yes.
let's send you to training camp.
Belly rub mode?
One of those.
How many careers can a dog have? Only one?
Unlimited.
Oh, okay.
Really?
And Snowball should be Snowball is in training camp or job center?
Huh?
Looks like you put Snowball in the training camp, yeah?
Yep.
That's the one you just placed, yeah?
Yep.
So
I'm just gonna
belly
flip
fit.
it to belly rub mode.
Okay.
Cool.
Orange.
Sorry,
Okay.
somebody was talking about careers, and so I thought maybe there was a misunderstanding. It was my misunderstanding.
I was just planning a future turn. Okay.
Yeah.
So I have to move dog number 2, which is Mabel with 1 energy left.
So with 1 energy, she's only going to be able to do. She won't be able to do any of the flagstones because they're all at least. Well, actually, I don't want to say that. I think there might be one that's only 1 energy, but these are all 2 energy. So she would need to play ball, dog park, fetch, or doggy daycare, job center training, Dogville vet, morning howl.
Mm-hmm. She could training camp if I spent a bone and an energy, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the play for me. Okay. Flip it upside down. We're in belly mode. Pay the last energy. Now depleted. Pay the bone as well. And she's going to go for intelligence. Okay. Now we see if anyone wants to spend a jump, right? Oh no, there's one more turn.
I haven't
Sorry.
gone yet.
I'm so
I
used to
have
going
I have
last.
2 more turns.
Yeah, we've got
I have multiple more
multiple.
turns because we can get new dogs.
Yeah, we bought dogs.
Yes, 2 of you can still adopt.
Yeah. Let's Where's
Sasha, I
Oh.
have my move planned, so
okay, I'll do
don't
that.
you dare. Don't you dare.
Where is tug of war going to be?
It will be one of the purple third
Okay.
stretch
Got it.
locations.
Hmm. Yeah, I guess I will. Large dog is which one? My number 2. My number 2 is there. Okay. I will go here and get another cuddle token and 2 food.
That was the spot I was going to pick.
That was my turn.
So it's back to black and blue, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Black and blue.
All right. I will send this dog here. I will get 1 joy point and restore 3 energy. Because he's a bulldog and he needs to poop.
Now we cycle the card, right?
Yes, we do.
Let's do I have anybody left? I don't think so, right?
I have to adopt.
Gonna adopt.
All right. So, and there's no way of modifying the market, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I will. Let's take.
Unless you have the kill shelter card.
Yeah.
Like that.
Call up a breeder.
This things have gone
No,
south.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Let's do very similar. I'm gonna do Schmitty. Get over here, buddy.
There was one dog I didn't want you to get,
Was it Schmitty?
and that wasn't it.
Nice.
Oh, is it my turn to adopt?
Yeah.
If I want.
All
All right, I'm gonna grab Galaxy and pay the 4 cost down to 2. All right, back to you, White.
Mr. White.
Still no Dachshund.
I will use one of my cuddles to go here, I think. Wait, let me think about this. Actually, I lied. I will. Oh, is that useful? And I don't know what's good. Okay, I think let's put it that way.
Kiff, have you ever had a game where someone did not adopt more than 2 dogs the entire game?
No.
I wanted to try it, but I chickened out.
Because you get extra turns, so it's kind of a sacrifice.
True,
Yeah.
but if
What
you
would
spend
the
those
advantage
turns
be?
just to get bones, maybe it evens out, maybe not. There's the bone. I think the bonuses incentivize you to get them because they trigger on a lot of things.
Yeah.
Um. Medium gets 2 points. And I do think I will go here with a cuddle.
We're still in the first round of this yellow phase, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The second stretch.
Yeah.
And so then the rewards for so I have to pay 1 bone and 2 energy with Bort. And then I receive a jump. And I will gain a skill token and 4 food. Skill token will be a intelligence. And that skill token that I get from this is on the dog that went here, right?
Correct.
Okay, I think that's my turn.
Okay. And then I just want to confirm that I'm reading the board correctly. When we get to the yellow road trip, we only need 5 intelligence to trigger the bonus here, right?
It's the opposite. It's still 6, but it's the reward goes
It's
down.
5.
From
Okay,
6
so
to
you
5.
still do need. Okay. I see. All right. I'm sending. It's my turn, right? Yep. I will
Yes.
send Taffy here. That's going to cost me 1 food and 1 energy, and I'm making Taffy slightly more intelligent.
I'll grab you a token. Oh, I did. Okay.
Oh,
It's all right. Just
sorry.
make sure you lower
And
her energy by 1. Beautiful.
Yep. Done.
Let's see. I think.
On a typical game, you earn victory points while you play, and then at the end, I imagine you get another 40% added to your score, depending on bonuses, or what's typical?
Yeah, it does get pretty high.
What would be typical? I'm trying to figure out the ratio
I would say
on average.
average, the end of game rewards is if you get a lot of
50%
careers.
of your final score, maybe?
Probably a third.
Third, okay.
I've noticed like between 20 and 30 points.
Oh, okay. So between 20 and 30 points, where would a typical end of normal play end? Like in the 40s?
No, I noticed it ends in the 60s to 70s generally.
Okay.
Maybe 50s to 70s. Depends on the skill level. You get a lot of victory points in the final activities if you play wisely.
Another training center.
We're just gonna train.
You belly side up then?
Yeah, belly side up.
Boom. And he's gonna do nose.
Taffy should be belly side up as well.
He's gonna do the nose. If somebody would hand me one of those things.
Yes. Which dog? Schmitty?
Schmitty. Thank you. Oh, perfect.
And Galaxy is probably who's left.
Yep. So if there's a dog like here, that's blocked for me unless I have the cuddle token, right?
Correct.
Just take another 30 seconds. Look at
Are there any
options ahead.
restrictions with cuddling?
I don't think so.
As long as you get consent, should be good.
Got it. And can you jump and cuddle?
Yes,
Got it.
I can anyway.
I'm just looking at the board.
Got it. I just didn't want to have it be my turn, and I didn't realize it.
I guess you'll go to the training center. All the dogs do it. Okay, so I have to pay an energy. I have to pay a bone. Oops. Fell out of my hand. Now I get to gain any skill. Okay. Obviously, I'll do intelligence. That's me.
Okay.
Mittens, are you the last player, or we
Uh,
got some jump tokens? So
yeah. I think I'm going to
So this is now blocked from jump tokens unless you can cuddle your way in addition, right?
yes, cuddling could get you in there.
think I will. Me, not really. And when you jump, you obviously you can't go to the spot that you were at currently, right?
Correct.
Let's jump and cuddle with Tyson. He's gonna join the dog pile. And do some exploring. So 1 food, 2 energy. I will get a jump token. And a skill token. And am I getting that again? Oh man, that's so much food. Maybe I will get the points instead. Yeah, no, I will get the 4 points. 2, 3, 4.
I think anyone's done any pantry tokens yet, right?
I did one.
Yeah, I think there's one, right?
And what did that unlock?
You don't have to pay one of your dogs, or you can spend it to feed one of your dogs.
Oh, okay.
On a road trip.
Yeah. So it can be worth like 4 food. Just
Yeah,
nice.
if you have a dog with 4, for sure.
But yeah, I'm done. I did my turn.
All right, I'm gonna spend my jump token. And then I'm going to jump this dog over here. That is Taffy. And so Taffy is going to get, I can't read it because hands are in the way.
You can hold
thank
the
you.
Alt also to zoom.
Oh, okay. So 1 victory point and 1 charm skill.
Now that goes away, right?
Yes.
Nub nubs.
Nubs.
Classic.
Oh, that butt.
Is that over to you, Evan?
I don't have anything I can do.
Oh, okay. I've got a
You
jump
jump it.
token. Let's see if I want to spend it. I mean, there's a lot more rounds, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
no urgency to spend it. Just have a quick look. I guess one of these first stretches, that would probably be if I want to pounce on one, but otherwise, because I was going to pounce on that second one, but
Mm.
it's gone. Yeah, I'll save it.
All right, and then do you want to use your jump, or no? You keep mittens or your jump.
Yeah. I will. I could jump to here and get another jump.
Do it.
And a point.
Yeah.
No, why it wouldn't.
Yeah,
good.
so I'm basically spending 2 energy for a point. Probably fine. Let me just double check what that is. My large dog is Tyson. Tyson currently has 3 energy. Yeah, let's do that just for shits and giggles. Dog 2. Here, I will spend 2 energy for a point.
And you're jumping using the jump disc, but you're gonna get a
Yeah.
jump disc.
Yeah.
And a joy. Okay.
And now it's back to Eric.
I have to pass. Why'd you spend 2 energy
I spent 2 energy to get a joy.
to get a? Yeah, but why?
And a jump token.
These cost energy.
Oh, I see it. I see it. Yep.
And so
Okay.
you've used this. I'm gonna move it.
Yep.
Yeah. In which case,
is it
I
back
need
to me
to-
then, or everyone has passed? Is it back
Yep.
to
yes,
me?
I passed.
Okay.
I think once you pass, you're out. So since we've all passed, it's just up
Got
to
it.
you.
Okay. Let's go.
There's got to be another jump
to get a
icon
jump.
somewhere.
Yeah.
I want to see this jump train.
Jump combo. I think energy. That is sort of nice. Yeah, I think Mittens needs to start. Needs to get a job. Get a job, Mittens.
Get a job.
And I don't have to pay any extra bone because I'm the only one here. I'm just paying the cost of whatever the job is, right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Fetch is there. That's good. Emotional support dog. It's jumps. Let's go with a mascot, I think, to start for Mittens. I guess I'll put Mittens.
Oh, it's
It's
not
just
an,
the
yeah,
max.
exactly. It costs
got
you
it.
2 though.
Yeah. Okay. So Mittens is now tired. I still have a jump, but I don't think I want to use it now. So I think
Okay.
that's another round.
For my
So,
worker
yeah.
spot here,
Yeah.
do I have to lose a skill to give it to is it exchange, or do I get one from the supply and I give it to
From
a
the
dog?
supply.
Okay. Because
Yeah.
it said
Give
give one.
is a weird word, isn't it?
Yeah, it almost sounded like I lost one to get one.
Right. That's so interesting how
So we're in
it's
the
not
next
quite gaining.
round, right?
Yes, we are.
Okay. So this gets flipped over.
Flip over
We
the
get a
next
bone.
one.
Eric
Add a
first.
We
bone
get
to that
another
one as
bone on
well,
the
and
thing.
move the dogs to the exit. I think
Bedtime.
that's everybody.
Okay, so the job center is clear, right? I could go there without paying a bone? Because this dog's in the exit, right?
Yes, correct.
Alrighty, I believe, where's Taffy go?
Magician's
Number
helper.
3.
Mm,
I don't want him, Alright. He's going over here. I am restoring 2 dogs to full energy.
Careful,
Wait.
that's the whole deck, I think.
Did you have to cuddle to go there? Or?
Yeah, the space is occupied, so I'm curious how
He
you're
has the
sharing.
nanny.
Oh wait,
Okay.
I need
That's
I
for
need
Taffy,
2
though.
yeah, I need 2 energy to use that though, right? Because he's only got 1.
Correct.
Alright, 1 second.
Oh, so it wasn't Taffy.
No,
Sorry.
it's
Yeah,
fine.
Got it.
I'm putting it back.
Got it.
I will send Taffy over to the job center.
Magician helper.
Yeah, 2 energy for Taffy, and she's becoming the magician's helper.
Seems good.
Nice.
You got a new advanced career, right?
Yep.
Wagatha.
And can any dog have several advanced careers?
Yes.
Unlimited.
It's getting
Unlimited
power. It's getting more smart.
Action, you gotta come inside.
Is it Evan's turn?
Nope, I already went.
Oh, you do.
Oh, it's my turn.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Snuck up on me.
I'm sneaky.
So how do police dog and actor work? Is it?
Or worker placement spots.
It's a worker placement spot.
Yes.
Oh, they're worker placement spots. Okay.
With that
On-
dog.
But only for you.
Yeah.
Only for you and only for that dog.
Got
Yeah.
it.
When the cards have that little corner, that means that they're a worker placement
Playable.
spot with that cost
Okay.
for that specific dog.
Get all my dogs again. We're doing the running turns now.
Mm-hmm.
So every time I go to this worker spot, it costs me 2 additional energy, right?
Sorry.
That's how I read it.
Yes,
This
that's
costs
correct.
me 2 energy. So it's more expensive than this one, but it's always unlocked for me.
Yes.
Plus I had to spend a whole turn and resources just to have that possibility.
This is worth points at the end of the game.
And it's
That's
worth
the
pointing
only
out,
reason
yes.
why it's totally not worth it to get. Bedtime is open. Draw a Nuzzles card. Where's a Nuzzles card?
The red stack, number 2.
Number 2. Sorry. Oh, okay. That's a Nuzzles card. Draw a Nuzzles card. What does it mean? So it goes in my hand?
Yeah, it basically means like you play, gain. I don't know why that's the wrong word, and I can't figure out why it's the wrong word. So
Activate. Or, I don't know.
Yeah, activate or something. Okay, so I get to do the Nuzzles and I get to do a pantry or a cuddles choice. And I get to restore 2 dogs' energy to full. That's so good.
That's
Why
a
wouldn't I?
terrible card. You don't want to go there.
Sounds like an amazing card. So does it cost any energy to go there? Yes, 2 energy and 2 bones. Okay, so there is a cost. Which dog can afford it? Galaxy can afford it. So Galaxy's going there. Race for the Galaxy. Let's see.
Yeah.
Dog number 3. He flips to the running side. He goes to the number 5 spot. He pays his only 2 remaining energy. 1, 2. He's out of energy. And I have to pay 2 bones. Costly, but worth it, hopefully. Okay, so does this nuzzle card go away now?
Yes.
That I've activated it? Okay, so it's as if I went to the number 2 spot.
Yes.
Okay, and since I chose Galaxy to go there, he's a small dog, so I
It
gain
was 1 point
2.
and 1 kennel.
1 point and 1 kennel, okay. Move it up, okay. I get more stuff. What's the more stuff?
But the kennel
want-
code doesn't actually do anything, right?
Cuddles is where I sneak in to a place. Boy, you guys have been blocking me out. I've gone last and second to last the whole game.
You got a morning
Cuddles.
howl.
Oh, I know, but it's never been valuable for me. I'll save it for feedback. And Cuddles, and then the pantry. Boy, that would save me 4 bones. So do I want 4 bones, or do I want to be able to go where someone hasn't blocked me out without paying 1 bone? It would refund me 1 bone just by going there and not having to pay. Cuddle my way in.
Sounds like you got a bone to pick.
Yeah. I guess I'll go with the cuddle. I want to try it out. And then I'll get one more thing. Then restore 2 dogs' energies to full, including the dog that, so I guess just went there. So I got 2 dogs at fully empty. I get to restore them to full. All right.
Yeah, that's pretty
Oof.
good.
I made it through.
It's pretty good.
Let's go. I think Bort, which is here, will go to dog park.
That's mine.
Oops. Where's my 1? There's my 1. And I'll pay the bone. They just give 3 energy to all my doggies.
Hmm.
Oops, not that. My turn.
I swear to God, Sasha, every single time. But I do have the nannies, so I'm gonna send them there.
Well,
Actually,
that can't be blocked
unlimited.
anyways.
Yeah.
That's what?
They're
It's got an
unlimited.
infinity symbol.
Yeah.
Anyone
Any
can
Oh.
go.
number of players can go here.
Oh, so anybody can go there. All right, then hold on. I'm gonna send. Thank you. Oh, I am sending that one there. It's gonna cost 1 energy,
And you're pinning him to the ground. Look at that.
Yeah.
and then
Riddle.
I will gain 3 energy on. I'm gonna pay the 1 food and do all 3 dogs. 3 energy.
It's got to be that one and one other one, right?
And then a 3rd one if you pay the food.
Right.
Yeah, I paid the 3 food. All right, that's my turn.
Dog 1 is gonna go get a treat. 2, and that gives me a point, right? Oh, or 1 bonus disc.
a point and a grant, or 1 of the bonus discs, depending on the dog's skills.
Oh. I do not want to do that. I misread that. It came from here, I think. Let's become a date magnet.
Are you in the adjunct slot, or are you in the main spot?
What's that?
Do you have to pay a bone, or are you in the main spot?
Looks like it was already blocked, so I have to pay a bone. And instead of the cost, I pay the grant. Yes.
Well, so that the grant isn't just for jobs; it's for any. Or did you just get a job?
I just got a job.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, perfect. Okay, over to me. I'm gonna grab my number 1 dog, flip it to the running position, go to the number 1 spot, get a victory point and a light bulb. No, that's his turn.
Okay.
Put away.
And oh, I gotta pay 2 energy. I always forget that one.
I'll go to training.
Where is... I'm
Okay.
having trouble finding my dogs.
What color?
Yellow.
1, 2, 3.
Where was 3?
Down here on training day, job center, and 5.
I did not go here.
You didn't go to 5?
I did not go to
Yeah,
5.
Oh.
I think you must have.
I was there last turn. I went to bedtime last
Yeah.
time.
Taking
Yeah,
yellow instead of orange.
You took yellow instead of orange. It looks like.
My bad. I didn't even realize.
It was
I sent
probably training
Galaxy.
camp.
I sent Galaxy.
I think it was. in
That's
training
it.
camp.
Game's over. No, I'm
I
just
think it was in training camp.
kidding.
I mean, it makes
True.
sense because that's where Orange's pieces are.
Yeah.
That's weird that everybody's like Sasha keeps trying to move.
Yeah.
Everybody's moving each other.
So that was orange's turn, or is yellow?
Yep.
That was
I think it's yellow's turn now.
based on yellow's
Oh, it's my
confusion,
turn?
right?
Oh, great.
Well, because your
Right.
piece was moved for you.
I just unmoved. So I moved
Unmoved.
the wrong piece. So I retroactively fit it. So I think in the natural progression, it's his turn now.
It is my turn. Okay, great. Well, let's
Yeah. What did
now,
Eric just do? I can't remember.
when
I went to dog park.
Dog park. Okay. got
tell
it.
me a little bit more about Date Magnet. Is that when that dog takes a stretch 1 activity card, I also gain a skill token?
Correct.
Okay. So Schmitty, I believe, is going to the dog park to gain 3 on Schmitty and another dog. So he spends 2 and then gains, or spends 1 and then gains 3. We will gain 3 here. And, right, because those are the only 2, that's the only spot to gain for other dogs, right?
Yeah, you can play ball gives another dog energy, but does not give the same dog energy.
Yeah, I think,
Dog parks is 2 dogs.
no,
Play
I think
ball
that's
is
good. I think
1.
that's good. Cool.
Is it my turn?
Yep.
Thinking orange.
So I have 1 dog left, which is my Auntie Mabel.
So one thing about the henhouse guard, I think I know you can't play it right now and it's your turn, so I don't want to distract you. Maybe I should wait.
I mean, I could play a jump to go there.
Because just so you know, the ability to give another dog a skill token is very rare in this game. There are only two ways to do it: henhouse guard and police dog. I believe it's the only two ways. There might be a third, but as far as I know. And so getting, very often it's hard to get another dog, that one more skill token to get the victory point of the road trip. And so for that reason, it can be an extremely good card. I think you were saying earlier that it's not quite worth it except for the victory point. So just to be, give you a little insight.
Okay. Thanks.
How it's different than training camp. Yeah,
I could.
actor is another.
Actor does it too.
Yeah.
Yep. Right. Thank you.
I mean, I'd hope you'd make actor a powerful card.
Okay, so Auntie Mabel.
So we're at about 2 hours of game time. We should probably just get to this road trip and then
yeah
call it.
Sounds good.
Okay, I'm going to go to explore, but how is that possible, you ask? I am going to cuddle my way in there.
Well cuddled.
I flipped it to the running side. I have to pay 2 energy. So Auntie Mabel drops down to 1. And I have to pay a bone.
Yeah. Oh, you do have 2.
I've got 2. Yeah. No problem. And then I've paid all my costs. Now I just reap the benefits. So do I want what's the first one? Scabby? I can't even read it.
Scabby.
A jump or extra?
Oh, I'm even zooming into the card. I can't read jump on the icon. It's a little pixely, but okay.
Yeah, I don't know what
jump,
that is.
I want a jump. Jump is more valuable. I've got 2 jumps now. Then I get to get my skill token and 4 bones. So I'm back up to 5, and I'm gonna grab a light bulb. That's it.
Seems good.
So let's see. You've got a jump, White, or is it no more dogs to play? We're just in jump territory.
I've got a dog to play.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have this dog to play still.
Oh, cool. Wow.
Yeah, he's last in the turn order, and then we go to the bonus action.
I haven't played a 4-player game in so long.
I think you guys must have skipped my turn then.
I've played all 3 of my dogs.
I have not played all 3 of my dogs. I have not played.
I think there was confusion there.
Yeah.
All right. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go here anyway to a universal spot and just claim a jump token for 2 energy.
Orange, if you want to take your cuddle back.
Oh.
You're just your cuddle token because there's no one there.
You would have moved it.
Oh. Wow.
Fancy.
Look at
All
that.
right. Here goes, Sasha.
Did you need a second turn to catch up?
No.
Let's go.
Well, I'm out of actions. I don't have any jumps. I'm gonna use the bathroom.
Okay. What does Tyson want to do? I think Tyson might want to set up for some lap time, some cuddling. Spend 2 energy for 2 cuddles.
Pretty good deal.
And then that goes away.
And back to Eric if you want to use your jump.
Yeah, I am gonna use my jump, and Magician's dog is gonna go play ball. I'm going to spend 1 energy on her. Then
Get a ton of
I'm gonna
junk.
raise Ziggy by 5. I get 2 bones, 4 victory points, and a grant or a money. I'll take the grant. Spent the jump. I get 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Where
I
did you
will
go?
spend the play ball.
His magician's
Ah.
helper activates play ball space.
Yeah,
So you get
the card seems very good.
There we go.
At least he can't go to play ball 2 rounds in a row.
Right.
Well, with jumps he can, I guess.
And
He's
then
hit
I
it
need
with
to.
2 jumps.
That's it. I'm done.
Well, like he went there this round. On the next round, if he moves somewhere else and then jumps back.
I think Evan said he had no jumps. Does that mean it's my turn?
Yeah.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah,
I
that's
am
correct.
out.
I'm gonna pay a jump to get a turn. I'm gonna take my Cornell dog, making sure I grab orange, and I'm gonna move him over to the Chop Center, which is now vacant. So I don't have to go in one of the spots, right? I can go to the main thing.
Correct. And you can
And
pay for it with your grant if you want.
that's the whole point. Yep.
Yep.
There's my grant, and I'm gonna be a police dog. So it costs 2 energy. So I'm out of energy now.
No, it doesn't cost 2 energy because you granted it.
Oh, that's right. That's right. There was a plan. So now it just sits there until another turn. Okay.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do the good old-fashioned jump cuddle. And my jump cuddle will take Mittens. Where are you, Mittens? There you are. And Mittens is gonna go explore. For 2 energy, 1 bone. I will get a jump back. And then I will go get 1 skill and 4 bones. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the skill I'm gonna get is the charm, charisma. I believe that's my turn.
Is it back to me with a jump?
Yep.
It is.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend the jump. And the cuddle to move. They're both so good. Do I want to explore or bedtime? I'm gonna go to bedtime. So I'm gonna move my number 1 dog over there. Okay, then I have to pay the 2 bones and the 2 energy. Now he's tapped for energy. 1, 2 bones. Okay, now I reap the reward. Draw a Nuzzy's card or play activate. He's a giant dog, so I get 2 of the things at the bottom.
Matter.
Whatever, Kittle's points, I forget.
Yeah.
And 3 bones. I get my 2 bones back plus another bone. I think there's more. Then restore 2 dogs' energy to full. I have 2 dogs completely tapped out. So that goes up to a 6 and that goes up to a 3. That's it.
Nice.
Okay. Oh wait, yeah, that was blue that just got played.
Yep.
Let's
1 last
go.
jump if you want.
Yeah, good old cuddle jump.
What's your engine to keep getting all these jump tokens, Sasha?
Well, this gives you jump tokens, so I just keep jumping here.
True. Okay.
The old cuddle jump.
Oh, I didn't grab a pantry.
Let's
Right,
go.
I get a pantry.
Oh shoot! I guess I could have done that in a different order. That's all right. Okay. Bedtime is intriguing, but I think I just like doing this jumpy nonsense.
That Explorer is pretty powerful.
Yeah.
It looks good every time you guys take it.
But I had 2 dogs completely tapped of energy. Like this was just so optimal for me.
Yeah, that's the other thing is like I have one dog completely tapped and Tyson is almost tapped. So I actually do think
I got 9 energy out of bedtime.
Is gonna go to bedtime. Tyson is my number 2 dog. My number 2 dog is here. Number 2 dog.
I can't wait to see. I know we're calling it, but I can't wait to see the purples because they seem to get powerful as the game goes on. But can only imagine what that must do.
Pay these 2. Pay Tyson's last 2 energy. Nuzzle card on Tyson. I gain a point and 3 bones. 1, 2, 3. And then that goes away. And now I will gain a cuddle. So I spent the jump and cuddle, so I'm getting my cuddle back. And then restore 2 dogs to full energy. So Tyson back to the top, Mittens back to the top.
Nice. That looks like the end of that.
Now that's the end.
All right. Okay. Mammoth. We will flip over the final activity card for this round, Night Watch, and add a food to Morning Howl.
Okay, my go?
Move
yeah.
All right. If it weren't the last part of this round, I would move to Morning Howl again because I think somebody's going to steal first player from me.
Yeah.
But since this is the last round, I'm not going to do that. I'll go to Job Center, and I'm going to pay 2 energy, and old Taffy's going to become an actor.
Nice. I will. Let's see.
You could have used the grant or no?
No,
You already
I'm
used
saving
that?
it.
Okay, got it.
Yep.
I think old. You need
I'm just curious. Sorry. Why is actor and police dog a little different? Where one says or 1 skill token, one says and 1 skill token.
I don't know. Actor is gain 5 or 1 skill token.
Police dog's just better.
And this is.
Is it a typo? Is it supposed to say and?
Dog
Where's
2.
Police dog? And 1 skill token. Or 1
I mean,
skill
police
token.
dog does seem pretty crazy, it being an and.
2.
But also the advanced dogs also seem
That's
very
strong. Yeah, I don't know why they're different. It's been so long since I've looked at these cards, like that. I honestly, it should be the same. I can't think of why they're different.
I guess it should probably be and just based on the rate of
I'm
other
done.
cards.
Okay, so it's over to me.
Is that our last advanced? There's no more advanced career deck?
Oh, correct. There's only, I think, 6.
Yeah.
At Mabel, are we belly side up now? At Mabel is going to go to the training center, which costs 1 energy and gives her a red 1. I know we're not going to the 3rd round, but that's what we would have started collecting for the 3rd round. Okay.
I did that a while ago. And I was like, oh, no, we're not going to do
Well, I'm at 6 red now, so
Yeah.
but it won't matter.
Well, we could both score our 6 reds. Just, you know, because we wouldn't.
Yeah.
So that's me. Next.
Because we wouldn't.
Damn. Just in the last turn cycle, both of the advanced ones that I could take got taken.
I've been earning police dog for the last 7 turns, I think.
That's the one I was working towards as well, was police dog. Sheep herders got the same requirements. Oh, just cost 2 energy instead of 3.
Mm-hmm. Is there any reason to have lots and lots of disposable kennel credits?
No.
Well, definitely not in this round, since we're not going to the third
No, I
round.
understand, but let's say we went to
they don't exchange.
Right, so I mean, I already have 5 because a bonus just gave me and I couldn't help but get it.
Yeah.
I just, even if we're playing to the very bitter end, I don't see why I would want that. I'm gifted a certain number at the end of the round anyway.
Yes.
You're essentially gifted an amount to pay for a dog, so any kennel credits you have at the end of a round doesn't do a whole lot. Okay.
I mean, just a player could end up with, 12 kennel credits at the end of the game and 4 dogs. What's he going to do with them? Nothing.
Right.
Invest.
It's there are situations where you might need extra, but if you're not adopting all top dogs, all the most expensive dogs, then that's not a strategy you need to really pursue.
What's the most a dog could cost? 6?
I think it's 5.
Oh, and you're gifted 4, so it's only incentive to get maybe 1.
If you wanted 4 dogs of 5, you would have to get 4 more.
Okay.
Over the course of the game.
Sasha, have you gone yet?
We're almost to feedback, guys. We can hold off on the feedback.
Let's go. First dog is my Tyson, which is my 2, which is here. Okay, I guess I'm gonna mark a spot. Two. And get a jump and a point. My turn.
Okay. Shepherd's going there, and I'm going to use the grant token and becoming a shepherder.
There you go.
Or I guess my husky, not my shepherd, but yeah, same thing.
Let's see, I've got 1 and 3 left. I could.
It's wild how once a dog gets to the point where it can have advanced careers, it can just keep having more advanced careers.
Yeah. Fixed gets you a point. Okay.
Unfortunately, my one dog that has enough stats to be advanced careers is not big enough to do this.
I guess 2 points is important. Snowball is going to go to, which is dog 1, and flips onto the belly, which gets me 2 entire points. and I gain a skill token. Just for him, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make him
Oh, is it my turn?
Almost.
yes. Yeah, I'm just grabbing a skill token for him.
Okay, I'm
I'll
gonna
grab
grab Galaxy,
I'll grab
belly
speed.
side up. Move him to number 2. He's a small dog.
Cost 2.
Evan, you paid
Cost
the energy.
2.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're thinking the same
Cost
thing.
I was working
2.
on it.
Yeah. I wasn't
He's a
paying
small
attention.
dog, so he gets 2 red ones, which gets him the required number of charm for the last round that we're not doing.
Perfect.
Is that belly rubs?
Yeah, I'm
Cool.
just reading that I didn't miss anything. One or the
Yeah.
other, paid the cost. Yep, that's going to the top. All right, we got Snuzzles.
Nuzzle.
Okay. I'll go ahead and muscles, deep tissue. That's sort of nice. I will dog that there with my cuddle. Wait. Actually, we'll go here with the cuddle. Are we? Is this a belly up round or?
It's a belly up round.
It's
Yeah.
belly up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Pay 2 energy on Fort. 2 bones. Do a nuzzle card on medium, gets me a cuddle and restores my energy. Is this the last nuzzle card?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And cuddle token. And then I will get a pantry token. And then restore. I guess that doesn't do a whole lot because I'm pretty full up already. And that's my turn.
All right. I'm moving this guy here, taking a jump token. And that's gonna cost 2 energy. Done.
So I have Schmitty left, I believe. Dog 2. Where is dog 3? Over in the dog park. Schmitty is gonna do something awesome, obviously. Energy at the end of the game, probably not really relevant.
Not really. It can be, but not necessarily.
Because of the
Event cards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Um,
Preview of a coming attraction. Had we played to the end, I was gonna play the high energy card for 4 points per dog
nice.
with full energy.
Nice, nice.
And I was gonna get 16 points off of it. Oh man.
I'm going to, I think, 5 bones looks like the biggest payout out there. So Schmitty is gonna go to the daycare and get 5 bones.
Over to me? Okay.
Yep.
Take Cornell off of bedtime. Moving belly set up to my own little worker spot. Pay the 2, 1, 2. I get 5 victory points. 19, 24. And then I get 2 bones. Treats. And then I get a red skill for any dog, including himself. There we go.
Nice.
That's it.
Classic
The
cuddle
old
jump.
jump cuddle.
The old jump cuddle.
Or we'll come over to explore, I think. Yeah. And then pay 2 energy, 1 bone. Get a jump. And gain a skill token for food. And then that will be the end of my turn, I think.
Okay. I'm going to use the jump token. And guess what? I'm going to explore. I'm going to get my jump token back. And gain 4 victory points.
Because you're nanny.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah, it's dog
Yeah.
number 2.
He's a working dog.
Mm-hmm.
Evan's turn?
Nope.
Passed.
Yeah, and I have nothing pass, and I don't see any other jumps.
I
think-
have a jump, and I also have a dog I haven't used yet.
Oh, okay.
We'll move this dog to
I
bedtime.
don't know how we can always. How do you? Must be the jumps or something. You always
Yeah,
seem to.
I keep using several jumps every round.
Yeah.
Jumps seem very good.
Yeah.
I will go to bedtime. Nuzzle on my teacup will give me a cuddle and a charm. And then what else is happening? I will get a pantry or a token. Oh, I didn't pay my 2 bones. Oops. And all my things are back at max energy. And then it's my turn again.
Wait, it's my turn.
Oh, sorry.
Well,
Sorry.
Nice
Someone said there was no jumps left, so I
oh,
Nice try.
how did you get a jump again?
because I had gone to explore.
All right. I keep losing track of what is going on in your end of the.
So my last turn right there, I did not use a
Yeah.
jump because on my 3rd turn, instead of using my normal action, I used a jump.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my 4th action was just a normal action.
All right. I'm using jump. This dog is going to go over here and get me 5 points and 5 bones.
Yeah.
I forgot how well. And that's it. I'm done.
I will jump and cuddle.
Jump, jive, and whale.
Let's go. Do I want another stat on anything? That's at 6. I mean, sure. Tyson is my number 2. Where's 2? Go to explore. Wait. Just to see if this is ridiculous.
The answer is
let's
yes.
let's go dog 3 here. So I will pay my 1 bone, 2 energy, 1, 2.
Got to pay a bone.
And then I gain a jump. I will gain 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then my turn. Right. I will jump and go to bedtime with better for teacup or what's the best thing here? Large dog is 2 points. Teacup is 2 points and restore energy, but that doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter. Okay. I guess I will do large dog, which is Tyson. Okay. And spend 2 energy, but I'm going to get all my energy back anyway, so it doesn't matter. Spend 2 bones. And get 2 points. And get another pantry. Get a cuddle. And now I do not have any more jumps.
Praise be.
Road trip.
Mental note. Okay. We are in the road trip, so we are going to first evaluate the skill token, which is intelligence. You get 5 joy for every dog with 6 intelligence. Cool. Now everybody contribute an event card. Oops. Face down. Thank you.
I don't fully understand this card. I'm gonna
there's
put it into your hand.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Oops. So,
The rest of us have
basically,
chosen, so if you want to talk about it and then put it in.
Okay, yeah.
We know it's going to happen at some point.
We've already put all our cards in.
This card.
So basically it says exhaust dogs with lowest energy for 1 round. So basically they wouldn't get to play in round 7. So it
got it. So it doesn't do anything.
Wouldn't do anything really in this case.
Unless we're counting as final road trip.
We count it as final road trip, in which case whoever has 0s would lose 2 per dog.
Because someone has 1 at 0. Oh, Taffy's at 0.
Yeah, I've got 1. Evan's got 1.
Got it. Oh,
Mike Galaxy's at 1.
Yeah, I guess I'd play that one.
Okay. It'll get shuffled in. So it may not come up first. Small wonders. Small dogs in play gain 2 food or 1 joy.
Heyo. 1 joy. What?
Okay.
Actually, it doesn't really matter. Let's do.
I have 2 small dogs, so I'll go up 2.
Cool. Everybody good?
I'm going to gain 2 food because that was an option, right?
Yes. Work like a dog. All dogs with at least one career gain a joy.
Yeah.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Accident. Dogs with lowest energy lose 2 joy. Or do we want to? Is that okay?
I mean that was the reason I played it.
Right.
The
Yeah.
other way wouldn't do anything.
And lowest
That's
is
fine.
0, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Evan and I both lose 2 points.
Perfect.
All right. And beauty pageant. Purebred dogs gain 1 joy or 3 food or restore 3 energy.
I was hoping that would come up before the other card.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody good?
So I have 2 purebreds, so I can get 6 bones.
Yes.
Or what was the victory points amount?
1.
2, 1 for each, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'll just take the 2 points.
And now feed your dogs. If you don't have enough food, pay it with joy.
So sad.
Hit the old pantry.
Well played.
Yep.
Everybody good?
Mm-hmm.
And so technically now what would happen is we would move on, but since we're not
We get our 6 points for intelligence. Oh, we already did that. That's right. Our 5 points.
Yeah.
Duh.
we
yeah,
already
yeah,
did that.
yeah.
Sorry.
So we can't really do the bonus card at the end, but because you need to have 4 dogs for most of them.
Mm.
But you could sort of decide. I don't know if it matters. At this point, we could just sort of end the game here and tally based on what we have.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
that.
Let's do it.
So we would skip the bonus card. We would then add a joy for every
Would have
fixed
gotten
token.
12 points for it.
Yeah, it's a lot. No fixed tokens. So now add a joy for every skill token.
Skill token being the little.
Yes, and either red, yellow, or blue on your dog cards. Good. Next is 2 joy for every standard career card and 4 for every advanced. Is that everybody?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then I think that's it because nobody had any fixed token reward on rescue dogs. So black and blue is the winner.
Amen.
Oh.
Bam, bam.
Nice.
Okay. All right, we made it. Let's move into feedback. Who's ready to go?
I have some notes.
Great.
I'll go first. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting us play. This was fun.
Thanks so much for your time.
I still need the. I'm gonna rummage through the deck to see the dachshund. Haven't seen it yet.
Yes.
Things I liked were I liked exploring the stretch piles. It was kind of fun, but on the other hand, I hated them because I think they single-handedly doubled the game length, those 3 piles, because every single time a new card came up, I had to read it, and then I would go for it, and a lot of the other ones I finally I got mentally, and then it was just like, oh, I know what to do. It's that was it okay, and I find it, and I but those, it's every turn, and it's mid-turn, and it's so I don't know. So I liked it, and I didn't. I liked upgrading, putting the little tokens on my card to upgrade my skill. That was fun. I liked that they came in a base value with certain initial stats, and then I could spend resources to modify those stats. And I like that I was incentivized to do that because of the road trips. So that felt fun, and I really liked making dogs more intelligent, making them faster. So that one really resonated. One idea I had about not forgetting if it's a belly side up or a dog racing side up is maybe the start token is a flat circular chit. And on one side, it says you are the start player and it is a belly turn. And on the other side, it says you are the start player and it is a racing turn. And that way, anyone just looks at the first player marker and it reminds them which side the token's supposed to be. But also it reminds, oh yeah, that's right. You're the first player. I don't like that. Maybe I'll go to the howl or something. So just a thought. The board, it really took me a while to really ingrain where the worker placement spots were. So I like the layout. I like the graphics. Could you, as a suggestion, tone down the background's alpha by 50%? So what I mean is change the transparency of the grass and the road and the bits that don't really matter. Don't get rid of them, but put the alpha down to 50% and all the other spots will pop naturally because they'll have the most saturation. And I think that would already help me figure out where I need to go, and I wouldn't lose the detail of the the ambiance that it provides. So that's just one suggestion.
That's really fascinating. Something that's been irking me, and I could not identify it.
Yeah, that really helped me if you could just dial down the background, and all the little stepping stones and stuff are gonna pop right out. Let's see. I liked the having more worker spots as the game went on. So, it's kind of easing us into the game. There were only 3 stepping stones, and then there were 4, and then there were 5, and then there were 6. It does directly add to game length, perhaps, but I did like the progression there. And then stepping stone number 4, I think, is voted on by player choice, was the most powerful action in the whole game. I would have gone there every single time I had a cuddle, and whatever that other thing was. It was just so good. And like if White plays his cards right, he can get another jump. He can double up a second one, and then he can move the first one. He could actually never vacate it, so that it's always costly to other players to go there.
That was what I was like thinking of later in the game is absolutely that.
Yeah, for sure. I saw that and I'm like, oh, now I got to get cuddles just to go there. So I have another thing. Put the I really would have appreciated putting the don't forget to pay your bones on the road trip as a little reminder icon on the car. Just like a little road trip, pay your bones, or I don't know, something, so that when I'm visually navigating the board and I see the road trips coming up, it reminds me, oh yeah, I gotta have enough bones at the end to feed all my guys. I liked that. It's like Stone Age. I liked the tension of more workers, more cost. It's not as tension as Stone Age. Man, you really got to think about it in Stone Age. Here, at the end, I was getting so many bones. It was an afterthought to feed everyone. But the first round, it was a tension because it's like, okay, I really have to have enough. Or maybe I forgot about it completely and it wasn't a tension at all because, it wasn't in my mind. And oh, crap, I didn't realize that was a thing. So just I think putting it on the car or somewhere around there would be enough of a reminder. And I know you said my for advanced players deep in the meta, the hen house is a really valuable card, and I'm sure you're right with your justifications, but having only done a first play test, I had buyer's remorse with that. I wouldn't, and the persistent ones, they just seem so much better because you pay it once, and then you get the nanny, or I don't know if you have to pay to use the nanny, but it's just a thing you have. That seemed like so much better return on investment than a place that I have to buy to unlock, then I have to pay to use it, and I have to pay my action to use it. So it was 3 times more costly than a 1x cost of a passive. So That's just the feel. Maybe it really is worth it in the end. But man, I had major buyer's remorse for that one. And I love games that reward you for doing anything. No matter what you do, there are no traps in the game. There's no noob, and so I didn't like that I could buy too much kennel. And, right now I have 5 and I'm gonna get 4 more. I'm gonna have 9, the most I can spend, and it just happened that way. And yeah, I got a couple cheaper dogs, but they're not really cheap. They're only 1 or 2 less than the max. So like put something at the end of the track to tease me to get up there. I'm gonna get these bonuses anyway. Give me a bonus for getting the max of a track, or give me a bonus for having the most of a single trait, or then I'm gonna just, yeah, I need 6 for the road trip, but give me a reason to get 9. Give me a reason to get 10. Because once I hit 5, I've already finished the 3rd road trip. I have all the requirements for that. I don't know what to do next. I'm already starting to look at the dog. I'm gonna spend my next turn milking that dog to, massage him get him up to the max on the red track. I started to lose my long-term motives other than just short-term victory point gains, So I think the game that I think does that the best is Istanbul. Istanbul, I think, was a Spiel des Jahres winner as well. Like anything you do in that game is valuable. And that's what I like to explain to new players. They're like, but I don't know if that's valuable. Like, you're gonna get a bonus for it. Just go for it. But what if I go to the warehouse? You're gonna get a bonus for that. But what if I do that? Yep, also a bonus. So I just think, maybe it's a little extra mental tax, so maybe carefully consider what to put a bonus. But why punish me for getting to the end of a track? Maybe there should be a little teaser or reward there.
Even, forgive me for interrupting, even the skill tokens being worth a victory point was not enough in theory.
Well, those, I mean, I used them. I didn't have any left. Maybe I end up with a pile of them, but those just feel like resources. And in most games, the resources I end up with, maybe they have a bad conversion 3-1, or maybe they're just worthless depending on the game you play. But most games with a track or anything you're building toward, like increasing my stats or a noticeable track at the bottom, those almost always have bonuses at the end, just to tease one player all the way down the track. And then then they have no one else is gonna hit 12, so the guy he feels very secure that he's got a 9, and he's gonna lock that one in, or however it works. But just as a thought, that the tokens to me felt more like a resource, so I wasn't too bummed that I may have a bunch of them left over. But the tracks, that really felt like that's a major investment, and maybe there should be something there.
You were talking about tokens or discs. I'm not sure.
So when I'm saying token, I'm just referring to these discs that you refer to. Yeah.
Because I was saying, you mentioned earlier skill tokens, having more than 5 or more than 6 seemed unnecessary. And I was asking, because they're worth a joy at the end of the game each, is that not enough of an incentive to go beyond 6?
There's still, I don't know. There was a point where someone asked it, is like, what if I got 7? And you're like, well, there might be a small reason, but maybe there's a big reason.
It's this reason here. And again, forgive me for interrupting.
No problem.
Just to be clear, so you can get bonuses for that, for extra skill tokens. Like, I believe Blue Black got a reward that no one else got because of that.
Okay, no, then you already have it.
So there's a little bit of a reward for that. Anyway, thank you. Sorry.
No problem. So maybe my feelings are just cemented in the bottom track. Maybe it was that. Maybe it's exclusive to that one. There's really nothing that keys in on that I saw.
Yeah.
And then the last thing, I really liked that the cards in my hand that were grandfathered at the beginning of the game, I basically get rid of 3 and I keep 1. And the 3 that I get rid of globally affect the other players, including myself. And then the one I keep, I thought that was clever, that you have a duality to the card, and that you're slowly depleting your hand of it as your goals change. So that I thought that was pretty clever.
Sweet.
Great.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. Nobody else has any notes?
Nice. Oh yeah, they do. Eric,
Oh
Sasha,
yeah.
who's up?
Sasha, do you want to go first or after me? It doesn't matter.
Either way. I do like listening because I always have more thoughts. So if you go,
All right, let's force Eric to go first.
yeah.
All right. I'll start with the really small stuff and work the way up. Just a couple of UI issues when I was getting into it was the pink symbols on the kennel credits with the pink circle and the number in the center. I was a little bit confused out of the get-go, trying to figure out the difference between that and the victory points, the joy.
Yeah.
So maybe a different color around the kennel credits would differentiate that a little bit better for me.
So
After,
you said UI?
yeah, user interface issues.
Thank you.
Yeah, and so it was a minor issue at the start that just caused a little bit of confusion. After a while, I got it and it was fine. But I'll just say that. Well, I'll say also for user interface, putting on the road trip something about you get 4 kennel credits once you hit there. That would help me. The next minor issue, the little icons at the bottom of the stretch cards telling you to spend 2 energy points are a lot smaller than the ones on the yellow cards.
Nice.
It would be nice if they were all the same size because a couple times I had to retcon several times missing paying the 2 energy because the icon wasn't big enough. And then one of my award cards was beauty pageant. And then it was using the P symbol for purebred and its color was different than the purebred symbol on the dogs.
Great catch.
I would go through those and make sure you're using the same color throughout.
Yeah.
It was just a little bit confusing and I realized it was just you probably went through and redesigned without changing everything.
That one got through the cracks.
Let's see, the first note that I had out the gate, and this is triggered by Evan's sort of mistake, and he had to retcon, was it's a worker placement game, and the obvious decision you're going to do right out of the gate is buy your your second worker, right? I mean, that's what any experienced person would do. So, and if you don't do it, you are screwed. I mean, worker placement game, if you don't have workers to put out on the board, you're going to lose. It's almost a guarantee. And so the question I had to me, it didn't even feel like much of a choice. It's my first thing is I'm going to buy my next worker. What if that was just something part of setup? And then when you hit road trip, it's just part of road trip is you buy your next worker. That way it doesn't set people back who maybe aren't as astute in games to realize that really is the decision to make. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea, but I'm just throwing it out there. Because if you don't buy the worker and you continue the game with 1 or 2 dogs when the other players have 3 or 4, you're almost guaranteed to lose.
The
and
food cost needs to be higher for that to be viable, I think.
Yeah. It's just a thought that I had. And because when I saw Evan not buy a dog and it got toward the end of the round, I was like, well, I guess he's going to be behind. And then we fixed it for him.
It didn't help much.
No, it's all right. Sorry, I'm not. Yeah, sorry. I was jumping on you a little bit. My fault. I like the mechanic that you got here of being able to block things with keeping your workers there. I agree with what Matthew said is the flipping the dogs is very difficult to track. So just find a better way of tracking what dogs are have not been used that round.
Can I ask a question about that?
Yeah.
It strikes me that that's a tabletop simulator issue. And
it
so
might
that's
be.
I've been sort of wrestling with it for that reason.
Even when I don't know what the dogs might look like in real life, but even when I pull Tabletop Simulator all the way down and I'm looking at the dogs
Yeah,
side
yeah,
on,
yeah.
it's still a little difficult to tell.
The
Especially with
number
the
is upside down, but I
Yeah,
guess that might not be
you know
enough.
what might I don't know if you are capable of doing this in production, but maybe having a different color painted on the belly
Exactly. You see with
that
the
would also fix it. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, beautiful. Yeah.
Let's see. I also agree with Matthew. I preferred I liked his idea, and I think I would have preferred having single cards on the stretch than a deck that you run through.
Hmm.
Because there were several points in the game where I was just like, that was the card that I wanted, and now it's gone, and now I got to figure out what I'm going to do. Although I don't know, I could be wrong, but I think I would have felt better with a single reward at that space. Jump, I is just a little overpowered in the game.
Yep.
And so anything with involving jump, I think you need to go back and balance those cards.
Yeah.
I said, let's see. Now I ended up finding I take a look at the treat space, and I question a little bit whether the 2 energy cost for treat was balanced, whether it should be 1, but I'll leave that to you. You've played the game a lot more than me. It was just a minor sort of thing going off in my head when I was going to treat. I already told you about the actor versus police dog, the and or the or. I'm not sure which one whether you intended those to be different or not. I also agree with the comments Matthew said about gifting the 4 credits. That road trip kind of makes the kennel credits not really much of value to go for. So once you told me, I was just starting to plan to get kennel credits for the next round of buying a new dog, and then you said we get 4 at road trip, and I just ignored any strategy that was in my head as far as getting kennel credits. I kind of felt like being able to stack careers on dogs was a little overpowering, and could potentially, I was kind of looking through some of the careers. I don't know if it could potentially cause some breakage issues if you had a dog with a certain career set that would break the game. I don't know, but it felt like it was a little overpowering, and it also felt counterintuitive that you would have a dog with 2 different careers. Like, I guess actor and magician's helper thematically are similar. But I mean, if you had an actor and a shepherd or something, it would seem a little thematically a little bit weird why this dog would be doing both of these jobs. But thematics aside, I kind of question whether or not it's a good mechanism to have an overpowered dog versus you just have one career. And if you want to change careers, you can do it. If you want to change from shepherd to actor, you can do it. You'll still get your 4 points for shepherd at the end of the game, but you're not going to be able to use that anymore because it's the old career. I don't just an idea. Another idea, have you tried testing it where other players can use this spot that you've created, which could also potentially fix Matthew's problem of he never wanted to go to his own spot? But have you ever played Lords of Waterdeep?
Sure.
All right, so yeah, something like buying a building where anybody can go there, but you get a bonus if they take it from you. I don't know, just an idea, throwing it out there. And
thematically weird, but fun to think about.
The last thing I thought, the last note that I've got is I thought the advanced career cards should cost more. I felt like having them pretty much the same price as basic career cards really made the decision over here. My decision was made. I'm going for an advanced career. when they cost the same, basically. Those are my notes. Otherwise, of the positives, I really enjoyed the game. I really like this game. I'd probably buy it if I saw it on the convention floor. Even though we've been playing for 3 hours, I wanted to finish it. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a great thing you got going here.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for the play.
Awesome.
Big time. Thank you.
Sweet. Well, yeah, it's good seeing it again, seeing some of the changes. There's definitely lots of sort of visual changes, which sort of threw me off at first. Not that I'm saying how it was before was better, just the fact that everything was in different places and the worker placement spots weren't very clear. That took a little bit to get in the swing of things. But just to start off, there's like so many cool thematic tie-ins in this game, and I think you really did a really good job finding all sorts of theme and putting lots of theme in this game. So that is fantastic, and that is definitely, I think, one of the selling points with this design is how thematic it is. That being said, I think that there is still a little bit too many things that are like thematic, but just add a level of complexity or a level of sort of almost fiddliness that I think does the game a little bit of a disservice. It makes it a little bit harder to understand and sort of process things, and longer to. I think it's definitely possible to trim some of these thematic complex things, and it still feel very thematic, but not feel super bogged down with just lots of things that change all the time, and lots of different information in lots of different places. We were bringing up the first stretch goals and how each of these have 5 different options, and they all change each time any one of them is done. Just the amount of information that players have to process all the time is it's just way too much. And even though like most of the time I the number of times that I reread every single one of those cards, because it's so small that I'm not sure, is that the same card? I can't remember if I had looked at that card. And so I reread that whole card, and I've reread the 3 cards here like 3 times in every round, and then they'll change, and then I do have to reread them all again next round and reread them again several times. It's just like it's a bit much, and I think that is. I'm not gonna say that this is like the biggest thing, but it is a big thing, and I do think that it really needs to be simplified. Like we were saying, either having it just be like a single action that is static, or if you really want them to change or be more dynamic in some way, finding some way to simplify it a bit. Just because the way it is just a bit too much. So I'm gonna hop back to my list and try and not just freeform improvise, because I'll just ramble forever. Worker placement spot should be more clear. Yeah. We already talked that a little bit. Just the sort of opacity, or the bringing down the background a bit would help a lot. I wrote tokens.
Such a great note.
Belly rub versus running is unclear. I think that I don't have the solution. I have ideas and things that you could try, but I think the way that understanding the information of the state of your workers is not easy enough. I think it should be very easy to know exactly which one of my dogs it is, like in half of a second. and 2, know if I used it this round or not. Sure, there are some aspects of TTS that make things harder, but I think even in person, the way that the dog is oriented is not going to be super easy to read in half of a second, like just browsing across the table, like depending on which way they're facing, the numbers being visible or whatnot, and them being on their belly or not, and players forgetting to switch something from its belly to its stomach. Uh, I think that I was feeling that I wanted to have something that was very clear and very simple. I almost wanted just essentially like a poker chip that had just like a big number on it, so it's easy to see from all angles. And then I just flip over the poker chip to the backside if you want to keep it in the same sort of um, running and sort of tracking the rounds by what side they're on. I think that it still can, with jump and cuddle, it still felt a little bit funny, but I definitely found myself spending a lot of time looking at, oh wait, what dog did they play, and then having to like sort of uh, zoom into it, or I mean I can just alt click them, but yeah, I really wanted to be able to read the information a lot faster than I was able to, and I don't think it's just a TTS thing, though I do think TTS probably exacerbates it. Any number versus number of parking spots. I don't know. This is a note earlier on. I was just like looking at there being 6 parking spots here, and there being 4 parking spots here. Does this change at all with player count, or is it something that I don't see anything visually showing that
Yeah,
would change
no,
with player
it
count?
does not.
So in like a lower player count, this is essentially any number of dogs can go here. In a higher player count, it does actually get pretty limited. And I was just sort of curious about that, if that's something that matters or not. Yeah, at first I didn't think we were going to have problems with it, but obviously as you get more dogs, it becomes more of a problem. But if you were playing like a 2-player game, I don't see it ever being a problem, or ever getting maxed out. So it does. Yeah, I just wonder if there should be a player count thing, or if it should just be you can always go there, but you just have to pay extra kind of thing.
I'm open to a vote.
Yeah, I think just for me visually, it feels like there's lots of extra worker placement spots that you have to like show are worker placement spots if you have like a specific number. But like if that's strategically interesting, sure. But I don't know. I don't have the answer. I have my opinion. My first thought was I wanted to have as many workers could go there as they want. They just have to pay extra for going there. But if it's strategically interesting, I don't think it's wrong to do it the way that you're doing it. Just something I noticed. Maybe simplify moving the tokens around. No. Oh yeah, I already said that. Remove simplify kennel credits. Yes. So kennel credits. They feel pretty unnecessary to me in this game. The only time that it mattered is in the first round, essentially cutting down the options that you had for the dogs. And then beyond that, it seemed like it didn't matter at all. So it felt like the game was, we start with 2 dogs, we get 3 dogs for this round, and then we have 4 dogs for this one. I wonder why we can't just get 2 dogs at the beginning, and then we get 1 more dog here and 1 more dog here, and not have kennel credits and not have to be tracking another thing. I get that some dogs have higher value and maybe it's a site balance issue, but it didn't seem like it doesn't seem like that. I don't know. it didn't seem worth it having to have this extra resource that we had to track and we got confused about, and we were moving up and down, and like the amount of extra like thoughts and tracking and physical doing things for how much value it felt like it brought to the decisions. It just really didn't feel worth it. And so far, the two people that have given feedback before me have both given things that they were disliking about the Kindle credits, that I think is just another sort of showing that Kindle credits don't feel worth their inclusion. They aren't doing anything interesting enough to be worth this track on your board. And I think the game wouldn't be that much different if they just didn't exist. So just a thought. I'm not saying that you definitely should do that. It just, that'd probably be the direction I would go if I was following the advice that I'm giving, which is sort of simplifying things a bit, and cutting some of the thematic stuff that is overcomplicating it a little bit. Activities seem to vary wildly in power, but it's not always clear. I definitely felt I made I made a couple of plays in the first few rounds that I very much regretted for the rest of the game. One, like going to treat, I hugely regret ever coming here. This did feel, I mean, Eric brought up it probably cost too much, but I think just like the getting a bonus disc feels like such a underwhelming. It doesn't feel like a good move because they're being given out so freely in so many other places. It felt like that not only am I paying 2, which is the same cost as like doing something and getting a token, but I don't know. I felt like I lost a turn when I went there. Like after I did it, for the rest of the game, I was like, man, I would have had one more action that just did nothing for me. And so yeah, that was my feeling on treat. But going back to what I was saying, or some actions seem way better than others. I guess it sort of came down to these a little bit. Was the first time that I was thinking about it, where like some of these spots seem like, oh, you want to get this size dog there. That's like this spot is really good for this specific size dog. The rest of them are sort of medium, and that's fine. I think that's like, it can be interesting, but it did make it so it was really important to read all these all the time to find out if if you had the dog available that was the really good action there. And so if the actions, I'm going back to the main thing. I think that this should be more simplified, and it doesn't need to be so many different things that we have to read all the time. But yeah, I'm not going to reiterate that because I already talked about it too much. But going back to explore and bedtime, and maybe if we continued, they would be much stronger. These just did feel so much stronger than any other action, and the extra cost of bones didn't feel like much of a cost, especially since this one gave you 4 bones. So I was netting bones, and so like just like compared to treat, I could choose extra or jump, which are arguably the best two, or cuddle and jump I think are the best two, but it seems like just the way that things are valued on cards, it seems like extra and jump were valued higher slightly. I'm not sure if that's actually true or not, but like the amount of stuff that you get from this is just so crazy compared to any other action. Like getting a skill bump, getting a jump token, and getting 4 bones, which is actually 3 because you're spending a bone, is just like so much for so little. that I liked having abilities that were strong, and I liked sort of feeling like I was comboing, but it didn't feel balanced, and it felt like it very much warped my game. I was just like going here and here as much as possible, and using the things that I got from here to and here to go here and here again. And
Borderline infinity loop. Yeah.
yeah, it definitely was getting super close, especially like every time that I rolled one that gave me a jump, then I was like, okay, so go here and I get a cuddle on a jump, and then I go here and then I get a jump, and then I like went here and got a cuddle. It was just like it was getting a little bit ridiculous. And so it just felt like there were some balance things. Again, I think it's fine that abilities get more powerful as we get to the spots higher up, but it just felt like a little bit too extreme of a power creep, especially since you had ways of continuing to go to those spots with the cuddle tokens and jumps. Yeah. Let me get back on track. I get off track. Cost on activity cards are very small. Yeah, I mean, I guess I was just this cost didn't feel like very much for how much you were getting, and maybe that's what the balance should be. Is like, yes, these are more powerful, but they have like a hefty cost. Like it felt like the cost difference between these and this was non-existent because of how much more you got from this. Some things don't have costs, and it can be hard to remember sometimes since costs are in different places often. Yeah, this is sort of going back to the sort of user interface stuff. In general, you have costs on bottom left, but then there's like these spots where the costs are underneath the word. Like fetch, the cost isn't in the bottom left, and treat, the cost isn't in the bottom left, and so like those aren't in the same spot. This one's in the bottom center. This one, you're getting energy, but it's on the bottom. These ones don't cost energy. Just like I kept getting confused on what cost energy and what didn't cost energy. For the most part, everything costs energy, but then there's also lots of things that don't cost energy. And then some of the things that do cost energy, their costs are not in the same place that other costs are. So yeah, just as far as user interface and learning the game, I too, like Eric, got confused and missed that these had energy costs at first. And yeah, it's definitely, I think, more than just a size issue, but size was definitely a big thing in this specific play.
Didn't even notice.
Yeah, balance of things seems all over the place. Yeah, this was it was just like with, I think the jobs was mainly what I was talking about. Some of the jobs seem very good, and some of the jobs seem like very bad. I think in general, I agree with what Eric was saying, with like a lot of the worker placement spots generally felt somewhat underwhelming. Or I think maybe the cost of playing an action is maybe undervalued. Because I don't know, like pack leader, for example, essentially I can pay a bone rather than an energy to get the same effect. But it's only like this one specific dog that can do it, and I also don't have the option to get food. So like I feel like I'd always go here rather than go here. If yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.